The Spool House. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs.
Making the play.
He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's ball game. Over. Save. Oh my God!
Did you see that?
Great diving play.
Is it a touchdown? Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
With the success of any game, how players move from the youth leagues up to the pros starts at the local level. Today, we have a treat as the pro game recognizes the youth game here in Hastings. It's the Hastings Raiders and the Miesville Mudhens here on Hastings Community TV. With Kyle Kreuser, I'm Alex Westhead. Hunter Pinky leads our great broadcast crew here this afternoon. And today, Kyle, a treat. The St. Paul Saints are here in Hastings.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome night. We got beautiful weather for a game here in Hastings between two clubs that know each other well. These are classmates going head-to-head. They've been talking about this game for months, and it's finally happening tonight.
So when the St. Paul Saints come to town, obviously they bring everything with them, the public address, the music, the organ. You had the opportunity to hear a lot about how excited these kids were about this game. How does that translate here into the community of Hastings as well?
Yeah, well, we're a small town, right? We have just over 20,000 people, and the majority of these kids that are playing tonight go to Hastings Public Schools, and they're classmates and teammates in other sports, whether it be on the gridiron or on the wrestling mat or the hockey rinks. And so they've been talking and dreaming about this for a long, long time. A little bit of smack talk going on here and there. I've heard it in the hallways, being a teacher at the middle school, but good, friendly banter nonetheless. And I know they're excited to have this experience. Man, I would have loved to have that experience when I was a kid. And it's fun to see it come to fruition finally here at the end of June.
It's one of the great things that the St. Paul Saints have done, and the Minnesota Twins in their own right, in really connecting to this community and being a part of what makes baseball great, the local teams and the local communities playing their best when it comes to it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of friendships too with the coaching staff too. A lot of guys that have coached together as well. I know Jeremy Saris has been coaching football. He's the Miesville Mudhens coach. Mitch Sheeman also coaches football. Seth Meyer does as well. So there's a lot of carryover between the coaching staff and the players as we get started here for pitch number one.
It'll be Ethan Otto who gets underway to start for Miesville on the hill. He fires the first pitch low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Underway here at Pioneer Park in Hastings, Minnesota at 6:03 p.m. here on this Monday, June 22nd, and our temperature, gorgeous 76 degrees in beautiful Hastings.
Mason Sheeman leading off for the Raiders.
Pitch it on the ground to Johnson. Bobbles it, looks to fire, not in time. And a miscue early for Miesville puts the leadoff runner on.
Mason Sheeman, a multi-sport athlete. He's a wrestler as well as a football player. His dad giving him a little round of applause at first base as they're going to pinch run for Sheeman at first base.
And the switch will be made here as it'll bring up Colin Pine. Hastings will bat 10 this afternoon in their batting lineup. Sheeman, Pine, Johnson, Meyer, Zajac, Lund, Erickson, Schomel, and Colgraff, followed by O'Neill in the 10 spot. Otto comes back over the heart of the plate for a strike in the count. Now goes no balls and 1 strike.
Interesting little tidbit about Colin Pine. He actually lives in Miesville, so he's actually going against his hometown here.
Runner goes to second. Throw down to second on the line is not in time. It's a good throw from the catcher, but the ball just pulled the shortstop off the bag. That's Henry Saris at short, and it's a stolen base clean.
You're going to hear the Saris name a lot tonight. Not only Henry playing, but his brother Ryan and their coach Jeremy, their dad, also helping out the Mudhens.
Ryan in right field. Another pitch that got inside to the batter Pine. And taking third base on the wild pitch will be the base runner. And we didn't get the defensive positions for the players, but we'll do our best to relay those as we figure out just where those individuals may be.
It'll take us a while just to figure out the numbers, and once we get that figured out, things should go pretty smooth.
Tap in the ground into right field and through for a base hit. It's an RBI single for Colin Pine. And just like that, Hastings takes a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by number 3 for the Raiders.
Now batting
All right, and this is where the Raiders are going to send out their power hitters. They got Logan Johnson stepping up to the plate next. He's a big, big kid, number 77. He's a hockey player as well. His dad, Eric's one of the coaches as well. His family also owns Merrick's Pizza Place, one of the best pizza places around.
First pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes to Logan Johnson with a 1-0 Hastings lead here in the top of the first inning. And Hastings, despite playing here at Pioneer Park in Hastings, they are the road team for this game. And the reason for that, well, the Saints offered it to Miesville as a throw down to second base, not in time.
Good running by Colin Pine, getting a head start on that pitch. He's got good wheels too. Colin Pine, one of the best athletes in the grade. He's a multi-sport athlete, playing soccer, playing basketball. He can play it all.
One of the things we really start to see now more and more is not the specialization of sports, but being able to play in multiple spots in multiple roles. That one hit right to the glove of third for the out. Throwback to second is not in time.
A good rip there by Logan Johnson, though. He saw that inside fastball coming, turned on it, and ripped it down the line. Unfortunately, it didn't find green for Hastings, but, man, he was right on that one. Hey, heads-up base running there by Colin Pine to get back to second in time.
Silas Meyer will bat with a runner on at second base and 1 down.
Silas Meyer, the son of Seth Meyer, the head coach. Also a big, big kid, strong kid, really good athlete, plays basketball, plays football as well.
He'll take a first pitch ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Our umpire tonight is Ellis Havard, as he is the only umpire in this 13U game. 3 years of umpiring at the age of 14. And as you said before, really commands his presence on the diamond.
Yeah, he doesn't act like a 14-year-old when he's out there. He flies solo, but, man, he takes control and has no problem voicing his opinion out there, and I love that about a young kid.
Yeah, it's difficult enough umpiring one game with 4 umpires, but being able to do so with the gravitas that he has is also quite commendable. 1-0. That drops low, 2 balls and no strikes.
Good look by Silas Meyer, waiting for his pitch. Silas coming off of an injury. He hurt himself at the end of the football season and was actually out the entire winter season and just got back on the diamond about a week or 2 into the season. So he's had to battle back from injury, but playing really well this summer.
Pitch finds his zone. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike on Silas Meyer. Ben Zajac on deck in the top of the first inning, 1-0 Hastings. Here at the St. Paul Saints Youth Spotlight game in beautiful Pioneer Park in Hastings.
That's a good look there by Silas Myers. He draws a walk. And looks like Pine's going to advance to third on the wild pitch as well. So Raiders in business here with only 1 out.
It's the first walk of the afternoon issued by Ethan Otto, who's getting the starting responsibilities for Miesville this afternoon. And it brings up Ben Zajac.
Ben Zajac has really come into his own over the last couple of years. He's really improved, probably the most improved player on their team. Comes from a really athletic family. He has a twin sister that's also going to be an 8th grader, also a very good athlete as well.
Zajac takes the first pitch high. There was no throw, and it's a clean take of second base for Silas Meyer. Great jump, and no chance for the catcher to make the throw.
A little delayed steal there, maybe trying to bait them into throwing down and to get Colin in at third. Smart base running, though, by Silas Meyer.
First offering a ball, the second finds his own, 1-1.
One thing I will say about this Raiders team is they are very well coached. You can see Seth Meyer at third base giving instructions. He was actually the head baseball coach at UW Stout for a couple seasons, so he knows his baseball. He's coached at the highest level.
Good baseball program at UW Stout out of the WIAC.
He was an All-American as well there in their Hall of Fame, actually, as well. So he was an absolute stud at Stout. And I actually coached a couple Northwoods Leagues teams as well. So he's definitely well-versed in the sport of baseball.
That pitch gets down low, gets away from the Miesville catcher. No runner will advance, neither Pine from third or Meyer from second.
Okay, I'm going to have to switch my barrels in with the regular one so I can go closer.
Making Otto work hard here today. I mean, throwing a lot of pitches. Otto's making him chase. Raiders have been pretty disciplined, though, so far here in the first inning.
3-ball offering is outside, ball 4. And it draws the second consecutive walk, and the bases are loaded for Bennett Lund.
Bennett Lund has a high on-base percentage. I know talking to Coach Sheeman, one of their assistant coaches, he gets on base all the time, and he said sometimes I don't know how he does it, but he does get on base all the time. Bennett Lund, another multi-sport athlete. He's a wrestler. He's a basketball player. He's a football player. He does a lot of different sports.
And he swings at the first pitch, grounds it to short, goes to second for one, relay over to first, is not in time. And it drives in another run as Colin Pine touches home plate. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Bennett Lund, and it's 2-0 Hastings.
You can see on the replay here, just a little bit of a hiccup here on the release from Henry Saris. I love this stretch, though, by Tom Kiefer. Looking for it, just couldn't get it in time. Lund hit it hard, though. Bennett Erickson now up for the Raiders.
As Erickson takes the first pitch high for a ball, 1 ball and no strike, so 2-0 Hastings here in the early going.
Bennett Erickson from another really athletic family. He's got 2 older sisters. The younger of the 2 just signed a Division I scholarship as a runner. She's going to be running track at University of North Dakota, and she was an all-state 400 runner.
Hit back to the pitcher. Otto fields it over to Kiefer in time, and the inning is over. For the Hastings Raiders, in the top of the first inning, they score 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. So all told for the Hastings Raiders, Kyle, a really good top of the first inning. Now heading to the defensive side in the bottom.
Yeah, working out those jitters. I know one thing in an event like this, it's overwhelming, right? The music, the ambiance, the excitement, and just kind of settling it into your own can be hard on a night like tonight. So for the Raiders to get 2 across the plate right away, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about that. Looks like Colin Pine is taking them out to start him off. He throws some gas. You're going to see some flames here for young Colin Pine.
Having done my fair share of Little League umpiring, and obviously this isn't a fair translation over, but if you get a player who can throw a fastball for any sort of speed, any sort of pop, it just makes it so much easier for you to be able to say, all right, well, we'll give the ball to Colin, and he'll go 5, maybe 6 for us if the pitch count allows it.
Yeah, and you really don't need a secondary or even the third pitch if you can throw straight gas and have control of your fastball. And when Colin's on, he is really tough to beat. The nice thing about the Raiders team is I know they can throw 7 different guys out there, and all that vary with different speeds. And they got 2 guys that can throw really hard. And then they'll mix it up with guys that are more groundballers. So kind of keep guys on their toes a little bit.
So, of course, for Hastings, they'll head to the defensive side of the field. For Miesville, they'll bat 12 today. And Madonna is in the crowd saying hello and putting on the St. Paul Saints charm as only she can.
I love it. These kids are getting into it, that's for sure. How could you not be pumped up on a night like tonight?
Top 5 mascots all time. I would have to say Goldie Gopher, no particular order except for one. Goldie Gopher, St. Thomas's Tommy. I would go the Philly Fanatic. I would go Orbit from the Houston Astros. And, of course, number 1, our number 1 pig, Madonna.
Really? You know, being an Augsburg guy, they don't have a mascot, do they?
Well, they do. It's
lacking?
Well, no, the Augsburg Eagle just doesn't come out enough to really be a mascot of
gotcha.
weight, you know? And
Gotcha.
I'll talk to our close personal friend Don Stoner and see if there's a way that we can adjust that to see the Augie Eagle just a little bit more. As Pine starts with a strike to Henry Saris, count 0-1.
Henry Saris, one of the younger players here on the Knights field. He's actually playing up in age level. So he's a little smaller in stature, but tough kid. He's a wrestler, and he's an absolute hammer on the mat.
This one's fouled off towards the parking area on the street on the far side. The count now 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Henry's one of those kids, too. Haven't had him in class and on the wrestling mat as well as a coach. He's one of those kids that you tell him to do something, he'll do it exactly like you tell him to do it. Really coachable kid.
Pine winds, fouled off. A good battle here. Source staying in very, very early.
And one of the hard parts for a young kid is timing those fastballs early on, right? Especially if a guy's throwing hard. And so I'm sure that Henry's just trying to get a feel for the speed that Colin does throw, because he does throw harder than most kids at this age level.
Pitch stays up for a ball. On the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It'd be interesting too to see what kind of stuff he does throw as he gets ahead of the count. Does he stick with the fastball, or does he mix it up a little bit?
Got a piece of it, fouled it off, and a really good battle off the car on the far side.
I was going to say, someone's car got a little bit of a dent job there.
Now, I parked behind us here on the side. I imagine we're probably safe today.
I hope so. I mean, we are down the right field line here, so unless someone really gets a hold of one, especially these left-handed hitters.
2-2 fouled off. Saris stays alive. And how about this battle to start things for the Miesville Mudhen batting lineup tonight?
Yeah, good at bat for Henry. He changed probably 15 miles per hour off that pitch, and Henry stayed tough and battled it off here. You know, one of the joys of being at Pioneer Park is the amount of traffic that comes past, and it's not uncommon, like we already saw, for a car to get poked with a ball.
2-2 stays high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's one of the perils about living near a baseball diamond, whether it be the 13U variety or that of the Major League variety. You're always in the field of play. 3-2 stays low. And Saris draws a leadoff walk, the first base runner on for Miesville, and it brings up Josh Bicel.
Well, I guess this is going to be a full count. I guess our count was a little bit off. I know. I thought it was a walk too.
We don't have a scoreboard here, so we're doing it.
We'll try another one. That one is rung up, called strike 3. Ellis Havard rings up Henry Saris, and so from the base on balls to the strikeout, looking. It's out number 1.
I think Henry thought that one was a little bit low. Let's see it on the replay here. Looks like it was across the knees, but I like the fact that he's trying to make him be aggressive, though. Make him swing the bat.
So 1 up and 1 down. Josh Bicel will bat.
Beisel was the opening pitcher in the first inning for the Mudhens. Beautiful night here, as you can see Hunter waving on camera. Hopefully this is a low-key, stress-free night for Hunter. He does a lot for HCTV.
Well, he does a lot for a lot of folks, that's for sure.
And kudos to HCTV for making this happen tonight. This is a pretty cool event, and the fact that they could actually get it here on YouTube is pretty awesome. Things that these kids will remember forever.
And it's another wrinkle to consider, too, about this game is another called strike 3. Beisel is down looking for strikeout number 2 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Ryan Saris will bat third in the batting lineup for Miesville. But for a lot of these kids, it's the first time that they've had a game that they have played that has not been captured on their parents' cell phone, but instead by actual professional cameras.
Yes, and Game Changer is obviously an app that a lot of kids have or parents have that can keep track of the live game, but this is way cooler, right? All right, so this is the second Saris that we have coming up. This is the elder Saris. Ryan's going to be an 8th grader. Has classes with a lot of these guys. In fact, last time I saw Colin and Ryan together, they were jawing back and forth about this game. So this is the matchup that they were actually bickering about on a bus ride.
Pine winds and fires. Stays high in the zone for a strike. The communities of Miesville and Hastings separated by about 15 miles, so a lot of these kids on both sides go to the same school, the same programs, eat lunch at the same spot, play recess games at the same spot, or at least did and a long time ago.
Yeah, or play all their other sports together, right? Which is really a cool thing, the fact that so many of these guys have crossovers and, you know, each other's cell number, and I'm sure that they were texting nothing but great wishes to each other, right? Oh, nice rip by Ryan Saris.
Swinging a drive down for a base hit. The left fielder tries to barehand the ball, but no harm, no foul there as Saris has a 2-out single, and our first well-struck ball of the day results in a 2-out single for Saris.
A good piece of hitting by Ryan Saris. He waited for his pitch, saw it, turned on it, and ripped it. All right, so this is Jacob Wagner that's now up. He is also a multi-sport athlete, really good hockey player, really physical football player. Just a physical, tough kid.
Throw back to first. Good pickoff move by Pine. Meyer slapped the tag on, but Saris back in safely.
Wagner and Logan Johnson, who's the third baseman, actually play on the same hockey team together. So a lot of common friends there. Pine's been throwing a lot of heat in this first inning, not really mixing up too much. Nice throw. That was a thing of beauty.
And a beautiful caught stealing as Saris is cut down on the attempted stealing going from catcher to second base.
That was Mason Sheeman on the throwdown, and he put that on a rope absolutely perfect to the shortstop. Just laid it perfect. Let's see if we can get another shot of that. You can see the little relay. I think that was Jaden Rawe that applied the tag. And just like that, any chance that the Mudhens had of extending Saris over to second base went away.
So in the bottom of the first inning for the Miesville Mudhens, no runs on one hit, no error. They leave none. And when you have great pitching, as the Raiders did with Colin Pine, and great defense behind him in the field, turns out to a pretty clean inning facing the minimum in the bottom.
Yes, and I know that Hastings wants to get as many guys on the mound as they can tonight, give these kids that experience. So for Colin not to exhaust himself with a ton of pitches will help them, because one of the things they have to be kind of careful with is pitch count at this age. They don't want to wear out arms, which I think is the right thing to do. I love it. A little water balloon toss competition here.
And if there's anything that's more Minnesotan than this,
Yes.
the water balloon toss.
I got my money on the middle group.
I think that's a solid bet.
Oh, that's Noelle and Noelle Zajac right there. That's Ben's sister. I love it.
Of course, the St. Paul Saints not only bringing the entertainment value, but also bringing their in-game promotions to tonight's presentation and tonight's game between Hastings and Miesville. Which, of course, you talk about wrinkles, having all the St. Paul Saints shenanigans going on in the background. That's another thing these kids have to factor in for.
Oh, down to 2, and it looks like little Louis Meyer ended up losing here to the guy with the polo shirt. Come on.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Well, it works out well for him. We'll see how it works out for Hastings here in the top of the second inning. They'll have 7, 8, 9. Bennett Erickson, Ryan Schomer, and Logan Colgraff. I believe Ethan Otto still climbs the mound. No, they will make a change, and it'll be this time a new player. Denver Merton will be pitching here in the second inning.
Yeah, and Denver Merton, probably their best pitcher. He's a really, really good athlete. Actually does rodeo.
Oh.
So he's kind of a multifaceted athlete in a different way. He throws hard as well. From what I gather from talking to some of the players from Hastings, that he throws probably the hardest on their team. Denver Merton, the nephew of head wrestling coach Tim Hanneberg here in town as well. So a lot of Hastings connections. He brought a big family of people here. I saw him over on the basketball courts as they were warming up here.
So Bennett Erickson to lead things off. Erickson in center field tonight for Hastings. First pitch swing and a drive down the line in the left field corner. Judge goes over to give it a look, but just ran out of his reach. That did hit our camera guy, and Ian seems to be quite all right.
Better get a little shot of Ian, make sure he's doing okay. He's giving a thumbs up. We're good to go.
We're all right.
Ian earning his keep tonight.
See, and we thought we were in the line of fire. We forgot all about our camera folks here tonight.
A little harder to see down there with that shade, though, I will say.
Next offering stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The joy of not having fences down the lines, right?
Mm-hmm. There is a outfield fence that is the traditional, I guess, mesh variety for this age.
Yeah, what's interesting about this age group for baseball is home teams can kind of set their fence the way they want, so it can fluctuate. You may have one fence at one park that's 240, and the next one could be 270. So you could hit a home run in one game, and the next game it could be a flyout.
1-1, and no, it's called strike 3, so it's the third strikeout already. No, not the third. Well, the third strikeout already, but the first for Denver Martin. Bennett Erickson is retired.
See this pitching by Denver Martin. Just painted that corner. Throwing a lot of gas so far in only his first batter.
Swing and a miss at the first offering, 0-1. That is the tough part about the technically away team being the home team here out in beautiful Hastings, Minnesota.
I believe this is Ryan Schomer, number 23. Ryan showing a bunt.
Did show around a bunt, pulled it back, or did try to pull it back, but made contact anyway.
Ryan, another multi-sport athlete. He's actually a guard in basketball. He's really a good shooter and plays football as well. Also loves to golf as well. Comes from a family of baseball players. His older brother Tommy is a really good player as well. And his dad Nick is one of the coaches. So a lot of Schomer connections here.
Of course, Father's Day yesterday, so a lot of father-son connections on both teams.
Nice. Get down. Ooh, good play there by Denver Merton.
Merton off the mound, ranges over down the third base line, makes the catch for out number 2.
Denver was all over that one.
And so far, you said Merton might be the best pitcher that Miesville has. He's produced 2 quick outs.
It was hard to see from up here, and we made that first contact. It looked like he was almost tailing the other direction. We have a weird perspective coming from the right field line. This is Logan Colgraff as he grounds to second.
Out to Johnson, who fires across to Kiefer, and the inning is over. So after Miesville goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first, they flip it around to the top of the second, and they too put Hastings 1-2-3 with a strikeout, and the side is retired.
An impressive inning by Denver Merton. Man, he mixed his pitches up. You could see that a couple times guys were just way out in front on those pitches after throwing straight gas. Did a really nice job. I was very impressed in that one inning of pitching that he was out there. Looks like on the mound for the Raiders as he's warming up is Cy Meyer. Silas, another big arm for them. Probably their two fastest throwers they're going to throw in the first and second inning.
Meanwhile, it appears as though Madonna is setting up for musical chairs with, well, hopefully he's not playing. That seems like a little bit of a size mismatch for our favorite swine.
He might be, though. I don't know. He looks like he wants to win. Who you picking? Who you got your money
I'm
on?
feeling red shirt cap hit, kid.
You know, I got my money on the shorty. I think he's small in stature, but I think he's going to be sneaky. I got my money on him. He's eyeing it up.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Well, sometimes that'll happen. That'll happen sometimes, and now he doesn't know where to go. Poor guy.
I feel like Madonna should not be winning this.
I'm right there with you. So Andrew Crowley, who's the music director for the St. Paul Saints and a brilliant organist, obviously has played well. Let's see round number 2. I feel like the kids are too close together.
Yeah,
they're giving Madonna
space
way
out.
too much space here.
There's a tactics to this, right? Strategy that you have to figure out. Uh-oh.
See, that's what I mean. They're too far spread out.
Got to know how to play the game, right? All right, you're feeling red. You got a chance here.
I'm feeling red. We got a chance here. And now the tough part here, when you're down to the one chair, you have to play it slow around the seat of the chair. But also there's a little traffic jam because Madonna is kind of blocking out the poor guy.
Oh, get it.
Oh, get it. Oh, there you go. Okay.
He gave it to him.
Oh, that was nice of Madonna giving away the winner.
He's like, should I? Oh, wait, I'm not sure if I should.
And got a very nice St. Paul Saints hat there, too, as well for his victory.
Love it.
If you want to know the lottery numbers, well, your guess is as good as mine. For me,
I was trying to remember. So you might know this being more of a Twins Saints fan. I'm more of a Brewers fan than a Twins fan. How long have the Saints been an affiliate for the Twins?
The Saints are an affiliate since 2021.
Okay, I knew it has not been that long.
And I remember, as it's 4-5-6 for Miesville, Wagner, Merton, and McCarthy here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Hastings here at Pioneer Park in Hastings. I remember asking, and I can't remember if it was Falvey or Levine, who were the two-headed player organization general manager at the time, about how important the relationship between the St. Paul Saints and the Minnesota Twins was when you have your major league team in one town and your AAA team in another, plus, not to mention, arguably the best minor league ballpark in the country, too, at CHS Field.
So Silas struggling to find the strike zone to start off with. Wagner being really patient.
Other changes for Hastings. Sajak has moved to second base. Again, we're kind of limited here in terms of what we can see for the athletes and their positioning, but we'll do the best that we can.
Yeah, I can probably recognize him more by face than anything else. Silas Meyer taking the mound for the Raiders. Multi-sport athlete, as we mentioned. Good football, good basketball player. Just a great kid overall.
This one's hit on the ground to second. Sajak to Colgraf. One down.
Nice play by Ben Zajac. Just nice and patient. All hands.
And there he is, the man on the keys, St. Paul Saints music director Andrew Crawley. Bringing the energy and, of course, that organ sound. It's one of the great things about St. Paul Saints games, how much the organ plays into what the St. Paul Saints do.
I wonder if he takes requests.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Can throw out some requests to him, maybe. Nice pitch by Silas Meyer as he gets the first strike over.
It's Denver Merton batting.
Saw Merton in the last inning on the mound. He really looked good. Throwing a lot of strikes and being really aggressive.
This one's tapping the ground to third. Nice scoop. The throw over to Colgraf is in time. Great throw on it by Logan Johnson over there at third base for out number 2.
Yeah, that was really, really a good piece of fielding. You can see it again. Kind of had him on a short hop as he fielded this. Little short hop, picked it clean, soft throw all the way over to Colgraf. Keeps his toe on the bag, 2 outs. All right, that'll take us to Chase McCarthy, number 7. Chase, a really nice kid. Had him in class. Really personable, fun kid.
You were saying, Kyle, that you had the majority of these student athletes on both sides from Miesville and Hastings in your 6th grade class.
I did. That's why it's so much fun for me. Nice drive there by Chase McCarthy.
A drive out towards right field.
Oh,
Erickson
great play
on the
by
run.
Erickson. That was awesome.
Erickson makes the catch for out number 3.
Chase gave it a good drive out into the right center gap, but Erickson was all over that one.
So for Miesville in the bottom of the 2nd inning, no runs on no hits, no errors. They leave none. And so far, Hastings pitchers have faced the minimum through 2.
And that was a good piece of hitting by Chase McCarthy. Not trying to pull that pitch. Guys have been behind. Just gave it a poke, took it to the gap, did his best to try to just give it a ride, and he did so.
And now it's time for my favorite Saints tradition, the one, the only, Seigo Masabushi.
Tonight I'd like to sing one of everyone's favorite all the time. The song is Never Wanna Give You Up by Dick Marshall.
Take it away, Seigo!
And that's all.
It's the Ripple song.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment, I'm thinking, oh, you don't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. They wanna keep you up, everybody. They wanna let you down. They wanna make you realize that not true. They wanna make you cry. They wanna say goodbye. They wanna tell a lie and hurt you. They wanna keep you up. They wanna let you down. They wanna run around and desert you. They wanna make you cry. They wanna say goodbye. They wanna tell a lie and hurt you.
Thank you, Seigo! Stay tuned, we have some more amazing entertainment coming for your way as we finish off this game, but now, stepping up to the plate, we've got a Harry O'Neill, number 27.
But it was one of the early, 2000s, slower Creed songs.
Yep.
I think it was Photograph. It could have been Photograph, but I could be wrong.
So that's your go-to if you need to bust out a karaoke
Well, if
song.
I had to, I guess. Seigo Masabushi can be found at all games at CHS Field, singing his tunes from the top of the dugout. And
Ooh.
back out to begin. Oh, he almost charged the mound. He was ready to go.
I love it. I love it.
It is Denver Burton back out for the 2nd inning of work for him here in the
I got to
third.
see this again. Does he actually try to charge? If that's a classic Harrison O'Neill move. Does he actually charge? Let's see it. Oh, that is awesome. That was the highlight so far of this game. And you got to know Harry. He's a character. Being the smallest guy in the field, that makes it even sweeter.
So hit by a pitch to begin. The lineup card flips around back for the top, and it'll be Mason Sheeman to bat.
Your Mason Sheeman's been swinging a hot bat. He had 2 home runs over the weekend. So hopefully he can continue his hot ways for the Raiders.
Pitch stays high.
Harrison O'Neill, look for him to run. He's got good wheels. He's very, very quick. Point guard on their basketball team as well.
Another ball in the dirt. Skips away from the catcher for Miesville. And the count remains.
You know, like anything, that gap from about 6th to 7th grade and 7th to 8th is really where you see gigantic growth. And Mason probably shot up probably about a foot this last year.
I spend my fair share of time teaching middle school as well, and I there's no argument at all.
And you can see the size difference between Mason and Harry.
Another pitch found in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
But he's a kid that puberty hit him well this last year. Merton throwing gas, though, so far. He's been near unhittable.
2-1 is a called strike. Throw down to second base. Not in time. It's a good backup behind the bag, as it was Henry Saris who had ranged over to cover that second base bag. It's a stolen base now for the speedy Harry O'Neill. On the count 2-2.
Good effort by Wesley Johnson getting up for that ball, and really smart play there by Henry Saris to back him up and know that, hey, listen, if I don't get there, Harrison's on third base.
Pop up in the air, playable, charging, and a play made by Saris for out number 1.
Nice play by Henry. Way to be aggressive and come after that ball.
There's the mayor of Hastings making friends, Mary Fassbender with Madonna.
I love it. That is awesome. Everyone's out here tonight supporting the Saints, supporting baseball. What a cool event.
Runner on second, 1 out now. Here's Colin Pine to that. He reached on a single his last time.
Another nice rip by Colin Pine as he hits the gap.
Runs it out to right. Play at first is not in time. Around third comes O'Neill. Play at the plate is in time.
Nice play there by the Mudhens. Good relay throw. That was number 10 to head the relay throw. Trying to get a look. That was Otto. That was a great throw, great strike to their catcher. Good play there by the Mudhens. Let's see it one more time as Pine has this on a rope, rips it all the way to right field, cuts it off, relay throw, and he had O'Neill dead to rights. Applied that tag. That was a thing of beauty by the Mudhens. Really well done.
I do love seeing the aggressive base running as well from Hastings.
Yeah, why not, right? Here's Logan Johnson up at the plate. He hit a rocket right at the third baseman the first time up.
It was the first down of that first inning for Hastings. Ethan Otto got the start for Miesville, win an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, walked 2, struck out no one. Denver Merton's been the pitcher since.
Colin Pine at first kind of taunting Denver Merton a little bit to dare him to throw over there.
This one's fouled back out of play towards the basketball courts here. And, the basketball courts for themselves are also quite busy here tonight. They were before the beginning of this game, before all sorts of folks are coming out.
Yeah, Pioneer Park's a busy park. There's usually sand volleyball going on just to our left as well. So there's always a lot going on here in Hastings, especially at Pioneer Park. A lot of fans here in attendance.
Another pitch fouled off by Logan Johnson. You just see all the folks down here tonight.
Yeah, big social event for a lot of these middle school kids to come watch their friends and classmates here. This is a big deal for our town.
Runner goes from first. Throw gets to the backstop, and a clean take of second base by Pine.
Good smart base running by Colin Pine just to know that, hey, listen, I'm already up. I'm going to turn the corner and see what they do.
Two-0. It's fouled back towards the basketball courts.
Logan's timing just a little off on these pitches, but when he connects, I tell you what, that kid can smash the ball. I think he leads their team in home runs this year.
We have seen some very well-hit baseball so far tonight. We're in the top of the third inning, 2-0 Hastings. That one's fouled off.
Good battle by these two. We'll update our count here. We're a little bit of a delay. Yeah, and we're going to update the score as well. There it is.
This one's hit
Johnson
well.
hits in a gap.
To center field. Around third goes Pine. The throw is cut off in the infield. Sliding is Pine. And it wasn't corrected for long. Yes. There's the third run of the game. It's 3-0 Hastings.
What a good battle there by Logan Johnson. You can see it. Waited on his pitch. Finally timed it out right here. And just ripped it into the left center gap. And if you're the Raiders, this is the guy you want at the plate. He has got major pop, and he hits the ball hard wherever it goes. This is Silas Meyer. He drew a walk in the first inning.
Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Miesville in the third inning will have Tom Kiefer, Bennett Schultz, and Wesley Johnson. That's 7, 8, 9 in their 12-player batting lineup tonight. This one's chopped on the ground to short. Soros across, not in time.
Good running by Silas Meyer.
And caught in between the bases. Ball gets away from the third baseman, Soros. And taking the extra bag will be Silas Meyer. More great base running by the Raiders.
Yeah, so you can see Ryan Sayers kind of lost a grip on that ball coming across as there's a lot of dust to clean off. A lot going on in this play. Let's see it one more time. As you can see, Silas Meyer hit this ball hard, beat it out for the infield hit. Good throw by Henry Sayers. He knew he had to bring it fast. And then what happened after that was complete chaos trying to throw it to third. But as it stands, the Raiders are in business with runners at second and third with only one out.
Ben Zajac for the second time. He drew a walk. It's cut down as part of the Bennett Lund fielder's choice. 1-1 fouled off.
Ben Zajac, another multi-sport athlete here in town. He's a really tough wrestler, plays football, just an all-around great kid, smart kid. Just a kid that you want to build your team around.
I feel like you could say that a lot about this Hastings community.
Well, you know, in a town like we have with 300 kids in a class, you need every kid to play multiple sports to field varsity lineups.
1-1, fouled off.
And a credit to these coaches on both teams. Both Jeremy Saris and Seth Meyer really promote other sports, and they want them playing multiple sports throughout the year. And let's face it, you don't have a lot of months where you can't play baseball in Minnesota, so you got to do something else.
Even so, we've had kind of a cool month of June so far. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. Denver Merton picks up his second strikeout, and the side is retired as farm animals make their way out into right field. In the top of the third inning for Hastings, 1 run comes in to score on 3 base hits, no errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. Now, as we look out to right field, we have a turtle who's here. We also have what I believe is a pig headed out to center field for our latest St. Paul Saints promotion. Now, I'm curious to see what the plan is here, what the object is.
Yeah, I'm a little unclear what's going on here. Almost like a little mascot race here. I'm not really sure. All I know is we got a turtle and we got a pig, I think. Okay,
so the turtle can only walk. Oh, the tortoise and the hare, of course. So it's a running race versus a walking one. Where the guy in the hare costume has to run to the baseline. He slips, and the turtle can only walk. He slips again. We're going to have a bang-bang play here. He dives head first into the checkpoint. And what do we got here? Who's the winner?
A little unclear. I'm not really sure.
We haven't got an official ruling here. I think it might be our friend the tortoise.
I think so, too.
Well, how about that?
When in doubt, tie goes to the tortoise.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear, nonetheless. It was a great dive by the hare, though, trying to dive into the hand of the St. Paul Saints. I don't know. I would call them an usher-tainer, but I don't know if they fit into that role or not. I am not the kind of person that dictates whether or not someone is or is not an usher-tainer one way or another, but... You know, who is? Who among us can judge, really?
All right, as we go back to the game here, Silas Meyer is going to stay on the mound for the third inning. This is the bottom of the third because, again, Miesville is the home team, which has been confusing me all night. And Tom Kiefer leading them off, number 6.
It has been confusing you, me, and just about everybody. Kiefer takes the ball high, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. And for Miesville, again, 7-8-9, they have only sent the minimum to the plate. But so far, the Ryan Saris single before he was caught stealing the only hit on the ledger for Miesville today in a 3-0 ball game.
Although Chase McCarthy did give that one a good ride in the last inning for sure. Kiefer, another multi-sport athlete, he's a hockey player, football player. Another one of those kids that has a twin. He's got a twin sister as well.
There was some controversy as we've gotten some, I don't want to say fun fact, but fun fact type information. There are 2 sets of twins on these 2 teams. Another pitch taken for a called strike. 2 strikes now on Tom Kiefer. One of them was very salty about their twin sister coming out first. The other one had a lot nicer things to say.
I think, if I remember correctly, it was Tom that was a little salty about his sister.
I feel like, and as a twin myself, I feel like there's a little bit more, and everyone talks about sibling rivalries all the time. I feel like twin brother, twin sister has the fiercest sibling rivalry among them.
I can see that, which is funny because they probably don't overlap in any sports.
So Tom Kiefer draws the walk. It'll bring up Bennett Schultz, batting 8th for Miesville here today.
All right, this is going to really confuse you now. You ready?
Okay, fire away.
Bennett also has a twin sister.
Of course. Was there something in the water in Hastings like 13 years ago?
Yeah, I don't know, but Bennett also has a twin sister. I don't know why. It's just odd that we have 3 sets of twins, all of whom have sisters that are twins.
And I graduated from White Bear Lake in 2011, all the way back in the day, and we must have had like 12 sets of twins. Granted, bigger graduating class, I think we were like 600, but still. Something in the water there in 1993, and I guess something in the water here in Hastings and Miesville in 2013. So Kiefer on via the walk. Bennett Schultz bats. Takes a pitch low in the zone for a called strike.
I'm calling a wide strike zone, making him swing the bat. It's called a low strike tonight, but he's been consistent, which I'm okay with that.
I've got a follow-up here. That pitch gets away from the catcher, Sheeman, and allows the runner Kiefer to take second base. And a runner in scoring position now for Miesville. We've talked about this before the game started. Ellis Havard is our home plate umpire and virtually every base umpire tonight. Is it the most difficult conversation to have? Thinking about when you're talking about an umpire, you're not talking about a 30-something, a 40-something, a 50-something. You're talking about a 14-year-old.
Yes.
With 3 years of experience already. He takes another strike there, does Bennett Schultz.
I think what's hard is that Ellis is only 2 years older than these kids.
Yeah.
Right? And he knows a lot of these guys, and he's friends with these guys. So that is a little bit awkward, but I will say he does a good job of separating that. Oh, as Tom Kiefer scurries in, and he'll get to home plate easily as the Mudhens get their first run of the night.
It was a stolen base for Kiefer of third. The throw from Sheeman to Johnson got out of the pocket of Johnson. And great base running by Tom Kiefer puts a run on the board. It's 3-1.
Yeah, the Mudhens showing some life here as Wesley Johnson steps to the plate. I found it interesting, and again, this is maybe me not knowing a ton about baseball, but the Mudhens batting 12.
It is the challenge of the not high school variety where you can bat everybody that is eligible and healthy enough to be able to bat.
Yeah, and I give credit to their coach, right? Like on a night like tonight, you want to give every kid a chance to be out there, get their name called, and make it a big deal. And I'm not sure if that's his tactic or if he just, bats 12 typically, but I think that it's pretty cool nonetheless.
They're giving every kid a chance to shine on arguably the brightest stage that they have played on, and for many, maybe the brightest stage they will ever play on.
Yes. And what's going to be cool is that these guys will all be high school teammates someday. And so they can all talk about this and probably have bragging rights at the end of the night at some point in time about who won this game.
I don't want to imagine the group chats that as soon as these players are done, they go home. I'd say do their homework, but it's June. And just how quickly the phones will start lining up, text after text.
Yes. Nice pitch there by Silas Meyer. Totally off balance as Wesley Johnson goes down on strikes.
It's a second straight strikeout now for Silas Meyer. His second of the night, the fourth strikeout by a Hastings pitcher. And it brings up Henry Myers.
Let's see if we can see this one more time. Nasty little curveball, made him chase. Had him way out in front.
This may be it.
Yeah, they got to be careful
Silas
with
Meyer.
They got to be careful with pitch count. So it looks like maybe Harry O'Neill's coming on, which is a stark contrast in styles. Harry, a much slower thrower than Cy, who's got a big arm.
And with this pitching change, we'll pause. 3-0 Hastings it was at the start of the inning. It's now 3-1 here on your home for Hastings Raiders Athletics.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
Gone! Touchdown Raiders!
The United Heroes League mainly uses sports as a bridge to help military families stay active and engaged in their communities. We have over 40 professional teams that partner with us for free.
3-1 Hastings in the bottom half of inning number 3 here at beautiful Pioneer Park in Hastings for the St. Paul Saints Youth Spotlight Game with Kyle Kreiser. I'm Alex Weston. Kyle, we've had such a great opportunity to do this and also such a great game that we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's really been a back-and-forth battle. It's 3-1 so far, but Hastings put 2 in the first inning with really a lot of aggressive running, and Miesville give them a taste of their own medicine here with Tom Kiefer rounding the bases with some aggressive running. So that's been the key is mistakes early, aggressive running, not a lot of hits so far. Not yet.
So far in this game, 5 hits for Hastings and just 1 for Miesville entering the inning, and still with just the 1.
Yeah, and Miesville's had a couple clutch plays in the field to kind of keep the score relatively close. They had a play at the plate that they gunned a guy down, another play that was a bang-bang play as well. So they've played some solid defense. For the Raiders, they've been able to connect a little bit more consistently, and they've been really aggressive early on, forcing Miesville to make big plays, and they've responded.
Dandy of a curveball got in there. Didn't get a call from our umpire, Ellis Havard. Tom Kiefer led off with a walk. Bennett Schultz and Wesley Johnson would both go strike out. Now Henry Myers is the batter, takes a pitch for a ball, and it's enough to earn the base on balls, the second of the inning. The first now issued by the new pitcher, Harry O'Neill.
A couple close calls on inside pitches there, but the ump being very consistent with his calls here. Henry Myers has got good wheels, so look for him to run right away as Ethan Otto steps to the plate here.
Otto will be the 11th man to bat in the Miesville batting lineup. And already with a head first slide back in was Henry Myers.
Yeah, don't be surprised. He's going to get the green light early here. Henry's a pretty fast kid. And here he doesn't throw particularly hard. We did see Mason Sheeman, the catcher, gun down one runner on the throw in the second. So he does have a good cannon of an arm. And Sheeman, the catcher, is relatively new to the position. Started this year. There's as he tries to run down a second. Another good throw.
The throw is not in time. Maybe the advantage for Miesville of just the one umpire, Ellis Havard, calls safe. Let's take a look by having the replay that we have.
May have not helped that there was a giant cloud of dust there, too, to block the play. I think it's a guessing game at that point.
Another pickoff attempt back to try to snag Myers.
Again, look for Henry Myers to be aggressive here. I know Sheeman's got a good arm, but that's been their most success is when they've been aggressive on the base path.
3-1 Hastings. Pitch got inside.
Harrison O'Neill trying to find the strike zone early on here. He's got a couple little jitters to start off. Didn't get the call on the last batter, and he's trying to figure it out.
Fires another one that's slapped out towards center field, down for a base hit. Myers held. He will go towards third. A big turn around third, and he'll head back in. So Miesville takes their first base hit since the bottom of the first inning and now puts runners on the corners with 2 down for Declan Judge.
Yeah, and a good piece of hitting there by Ethan Otto. All right, I'm going to say this, and you got to promise not to laugh on this one. Declan Judge is also a twin.
Of course.
Has a twin sister.
Of course. Why not?
I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
I mean, maybe we...
Now it's almost like if you're not a twin that has a sister, you're kind of odd.
I feel like that, yeah. I feel like that's true, and they got him picked off. Otto is picked off. It's held by the first baseman. They'll go to short. The play at the plate is going to be made. There's another cutoff there. Sheeman goes to third. We're having quite the rundown here and unable to do any more. As the runner Henry Myers is the one who was cut down. It was a well-executed pickle play by Hastings in the field as you had a runner at first moving and a runner at third moving. And Hastings read that well and made a fine play.
But in a great call by the Mudhens to try to put him in a pickle, no pun intended, right? And literally make them make the right decision. You could see Henry Myers waiting and waiting and waiting for them to make a mistake. Kudos to Hastings for making the right decision there, running him down, keeping an eye on that runner from third. That's an advanced skill right there. I mean, you see a lot of high school teams not execute that well on the defensive side. These 13-year-olds were just absolutely on that.
And of course, we had great defensive execution. Now we have the St. Paul Saints tire race. And out to a big lead is our friend in the front. Look at him go. He's got a great speed. The silver tire.
Technique. The two-handed technique. He is all over this.
That is a professional right there. He'll go pillar to post. Now he'll slow down, trying to accentuate his victory.
I mean, that was impressive. You could tell that he's done this before.
I feel like, yeah, there's some experience there to say the very least. Now with the tire race, it's one thing, I suppose, if you're going from line to line, but I think what gets people tripped up is the curve of the diamond.
Yes.
And where you have to follow that curve, I think that's the toughest part about anything.
You got to make that turnaround second. I mean,
right.
That's a sharp turn.
And I imagine, too, and I've obviously I've never done the tire race, so I don't have a good answer one way or another. But I feel like you get so excited that you try to get it to go straight, and then when it comes time to make that curve, well, that's when you start slipping yourself up there.
Yes, I would agree with you. All right, we got a new pitcher here in for Miesville. I believe this is Jacob Wagner.
So Wagner, who was in left field, moves in to pitch in this game. Be the third pitcher of the evening for Miesville. Ethan Otto, Denver Merton, and now Jacob Wagner.
Wagner, a big, strong kid. Another kid that grew about a foot this last year. I had him in 6th grade as a student, and I saw him in the halls of 7th grade, and I barely recognized him. He does not have a twin sister.
Well,
he
that's
does
good.
He does have a
That is
sister
good
that's a
news.
year younger than him. So,
So close enough, I suppose, one way or another.
believe it or not, his sister that's a year younger than him is taller than him.
Oh, I bet that's a talking
She
point
is
at
a
home.
very tall girl.
So the final line on Denver Merton. Cal, you mentioned the best pitcher for Miesville. 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run was earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, he impressed.
Very much
I
so.
was very impressed with him. That outside fastball really was working tonight.
So Wagner will start to Bennett Lund, then Bennett Erickson, Ryan Schomer. As that'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the Hastings Raiders batting lineup. They lead 3-1, top 4.
Nice pitch right there.
One thing that's unique about Wagner and his delivery, as he pitches with the bases empty, you see kind of our setup here. As Madonna's got a front seat. How are you? You doing good? Are you having fun out here in Hastings? That's good. Coming back now? Okay, that's good.
Trying to cool off in the shade. It's getting a little hot.
No, I've had to interview some folks. I've had to interview like commissioners, people like that. I don't know that I've ever interviewed a swine before. But there's no one finer, really. I mean, I did say you were the #1 mascot in all the world, so I got that going.
He's talking you up.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Bennett Lund is doing something here. It is, if there's anything that defines St. Paul Saints baseball, it's that right there.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, truly.
Expect the unexpected in
Yes,
every Saints game.
always. As that'll draw a base on balls. It's another walk. Bennett Lund is on for the second time tonight.
Like I mentioned, Bennett Lund just finds his way on base. That's his MO. Well, this is Bennett Lund. Who are we missing there? Oh, I think maybe that was Jaden Rahway.
Okay, so we did have some changes there.
So I think Jaden Rahway was missed when they did the announcements.
Right.
So that was Jaden Rahway. Let's say Jaden Rahway is a little bit taller than Bennett Lund.
Okay.
Well, we figured it out,
Yeah,
right?
we figured it out. 13U, right?
Yeah.
It's, you and I, Kyle, talked about all the experience that we have in the broadcast world. We've both never done this before.
No.
To say the least. I've done plenty of baseball, but there's a difference. There's a fine line between, 13U and Division I baseball.
Yes.
So we're along for the ride just as everybody else is.
I will say, though, that out of the first 4 innings we've watched, this is good baseball.
Oh, phenomenal baseball.
I mean, there's not been a lot of errors. It's been kind of a chess match with pitching, trying different things, double steals, aggressive base running. I love this. This is awesome.
So Sajak is on at second.
Rahway at second, I think. The name that we messed up, remember?
Okay. Bennett Lund is on at first.
There you go.
And this pitch stays low, 1-0. See, now it's the 17 that's running the third, which is Sajak's number. And that allows Lund to run as well.
So maybe, oh gosh, we got to figure this out.
See, and here's what I had. I had Sajak striking out in the third. That ended the third inning for Hastings.
Okay, I'm thinking they must have forgot Jaden Rahway after Silas Meyer. That must be what's going on. We'll figure
it out, man. We're gonna get there.
Hey, and our apologies to the Hastings fans if we messed up any names. You think if anyone should know who they are, it should be me because I had these kids in class, but my eyesight not too great from the right field corner with sun blasting into it.
I will provide the counter that when I started out doing all the sports stuff, I did White Bear Lake athletics all the time up at Suburban Community Channels. And this one's blasted out toward shallow left field, down for a base hit. That allows the first run in Sajak to come home. Holding at second base is Lund. It's another run on the board for Hastings. It's 4-1. But for those White Bear Lake kids, despite having, again, in your shoes, Kyle, having taught them for a long time, I still didn't have every kid's name.
That was Bennett Erickson with that hit. Nice piece of hitting. He just drove that right over the top of the third baseman's head. And this is Ryan Schomer again.
And Schomer takes the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a beautiful night for a balloon.
Yeah, it really is. Nobody out so far in this inning. Being really patient as Wagner's trying to find the strike zone.
I feel like if there's any, and I'm going to go off the deep end here if we haven't already. That one's fouled off. If there's any team that would do a promotion where a hot air balloon would deliver the first pitch of the game, it would be the St. Paul Saints.
Yes.
Now, the problem with that, downtown St. Paul, how are you getting a hot air balloon in downtown St. Paul?
I don't think this is planned.
No.
But if it is, that's amazing. For our fans that can't see it, it's beyond the left field line, beyond the trees. You can see that hot air balloon that's peeking through those giant oak trees. Pretty cool thing nonetheless here for our Hastings folks that can see it in the distance. Ooh, nice drive there.
3-0 out to left. It goes down the line, and it drops in for extra bases. Declan Judge after it into the corner. Around third comes one runner. There goes another runner as the throw comes all the way out into the middle. And it tacks on another run for Hastings. That will make it 5-1 Raiders.
Ryan Schomer with another good piece of hitting. You see back-to-back hitters getting good bats on the ball as he drives it over to the left field line. You can see the left fielder in that situation kind of lost it. There's the balloon as it kind of sneaking below the trees.
And the ball that was just ballooned out into left field tacks on another run.
This is Logan Colgraf. Go ahead.
No, Colgraf has grounded out to second base, his only time at the plate so far.
Hit the ball really hard, though, right on the screws, just right at the second baseman the first time as he tries to poke it down the right field line.
And did he catch it? Did he catch it?
He caught it.
Okay, he did catch it. It was a breadbasket catch right into the perfect area. Let's see if we can get it here.
Let's see it again. Oh, we couldn't get it, but he did grab it. Had a little deflection, but caught it in the bare hands. That was awesome. Can't go Savannah Bananas on that and calling it out.
I feel like we should. That feels on brand for the Saints.
Yeah.
Now, I think one of my favorite things, when the Saints, obviously now the AAA affiliate for the Minnesota Twins, but when they were an independent ball, they were able to be a little more creative with a lot of their promotional contests. Yes. The pillow fights, the food fights, oh my goodness, there was one game. This one's late down the right field, through for a base hit. Erickson around as a play is offline. Schomer around third. Now he's caught in between. He'll hold there. It's another run on the board for Hastings to make it 6-1 Raiders.
Nice rip by Logan Colgraf because he just took that pitch to right field and just absolutely laced it. But first time at bat, he did the exact same thing. This time it was a line drive, though. Just ripped it. See it one more time. Took that outside pitch, just drove it to right field. That's a beautiful piece of hitting. As Harry O'Neill steps up to the plate now.
But do you remember when the Saints did the world's largest game of Twister?
Oh my gosh.
And it was just the entire outfield grass, just the Twister dots.
Legendary.
Hosted the Cat Video Festival at CHS Field for, goodness, what feels like generations now. They also host the Glow Festival at CHS every holiday season.
Oh, man, I remember going to games at their old stadium when I was a student at the U
Oh,
of M.
Midway, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. They were giving away tickets to college students.
I never had the opportunity to go out to a game at Midway Stadium, but I wish that I would have, because it was just, if there was any community in St. Paul that defined the St. Paul Saints at the time, it was the Midway.
Yeah.
The Midway area, right by the St. Paul Fairgrounds.
Yep.
Oh, Midway was just that gorgeous stadium with those high stepped bleachers.
It was awesome.
Oh, it was the best.
As a college kid, I mean, they'd bus you right over there, and you get tickets for under $10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good luck finding that now.
That was great.
Of course, I believe berm tickets for the Saints, or at least the bleacher seats, I believe those are still $5 too.
Really?
I could be wrong. So those in the ticket office at the Saints, don't get mad at me. I'm just pulling from memory here, friends. One way or another.
Alex trying to cut deals for you.
I guess so. That pitch is low. It's another base on balls. And Hastings has the bases loaded. They'll flip to the top of the lineup, Mason Sheeman.
Just ask for the Alex discount and see what they say in the ticket office. They might look at you kind of funny or hang up on you, but it's worth a shot.
It's worth, I mean, that's just it. Yeah, you got to at least try at one point or another.
All right, looks like Jeremy Saris is out talking to Jacob Wagner. Calm him down a little bit. See if he can get him. You know, Jacob Wagner has not been pitching bad. The Raiders have just connected on a couple balls.
There's been a lot of good contact around, as every Raider so far against Jacob Wagner has reached. Start with a walk, then another walk. Single, double, single, walk. And so, having yet to record an out.
And kudos to the Raiders being very patient at the plate. He has not been that far off on his pitches, to be completely honest with you. But it looks like they're going to make a pitching change, and it looks like Henry Saris is going to take the mound for the Mudhens.
So Henry Saris will represent the fourth pitcher of work tonight for Miesville. And we will come back to begin his afternoon in just moments. 6-1 Hastings here on your home for Hastings Community Television.
Todd's in the hospital.
From vaping. Promise you won't vape, Emma.
Not cool.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Pitching change for the Miesville Mudhens as Henry Saris will move from shortstop. He'll come in to pitch. He'll be the fourth pitcher of the night. As it's top of the lineup for Hastings. Sheeman, then Pine and Johnson to follow. 6-1 Hastings here at the St. Paul Saints Youth Spotlight game here tonight with Kyle Kreiser and Alex Westet. And as you mentioned before we went to break, Jacob Wagner pitched really well, just didn't get the results he was looking for.
Yeah, and they're going to Henry Saris, the youngster, who throws a lot of strikes. Unfortunately, he's going against his teammate on the wrestling mat here in Mason Sheeman. These guys know each other very well. Had a lot of battles in the practice room.
Sheeman today, 1 for 2. First pitch low. And a perfect, I don't want to say hometown bounce, but they are the hometown is Miesville. Right back for ball 1.
Yeah, and it's always interesting depending on where you play the backstop. Sometimes it can be 30 feet behind the catcher, and sometimes it can be about 5 feet like this one. In this game, obviously, it's helping out the Mudhens in this inning.
Another pitch low, 2 balls and no strikes. Now, I haven't seen any usher-tainers yet for St. Paul Saints.
Oh.
I haven't seen Chef. I mean, Chef is on the St. Paul Saints van, which of course is great, but I haven't seen any of the usher-tainers here.
Still time.
So there is still time. That's true.
Sago's the only one.
Now, here I'm gonna be controversial here. Seigo Masabushi is obviously the greatest of all time, but Does he qualify as the usher-tainer? As a walk is drawn by Sheeman, they'll drive another run. Makes it 7-1 Hastings here. Because when I think usher-tainer, I think of coach, I think of chef, I think of the nerd, I think of nerdette. Does Seigo Masabushi himself qualify as an usher-tainer?
I think it does tonight.
I think so.
Because of the lack thereof usher-tainers. I think he definitely can be that role.
Which is a good point. Marathon is someone who ran. Did she actually run a full marathon? No. Jeez.
No way.
Twice? Are you nuts? I can't imagine running one. Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Seigo Masabushi is 1 of 1.
So, Alex, we got to keep an eye open here. If there's one kid that can poke it out to right field, this is the kid. So, I'm foreshadowing what could happen as Seigo's chilling out on this truck here.
Fanboy Fred to the right. Okay.
Nice
This one's
rip.
put on the ground to short.
Nice play by Wesley Johnson. Right on the screws, just good hands. Very impressive play there by Wesley Johnson as Colin Pine hit it right at him.
Everybody else advances another 90 feet. It drives in another run. That'll make it a 8-1 ball game.
And that's a good piece of hitting by Colin Pine to get to the right side of the infield. That's an easy RBI as Wesley Johnson takes the for sure out. All right, here's a big bat in Logan Johnson. Way out in front of it, hits it right to the third baseman. They're going home with it. There's no force out, though.
There will be a pickle play on here. We'll try to run O'Neill back to one of the bags, and now
I will say O'Neill's got good wheels, though, so let's see what happens.
O'Neill continues to work his way closer to home. Now he goes back to third. He can't go back to third. There's a man on the bag. O'Neill back to first. The rundown continues. O'Neill puts on the runner. Did he get the tag? He did.
Nice work by the Mudhens, though, to get that pickle and get that out. That's a big out for them, too, to go from now 2 outs with guys in scoring position. That's a big out for them.
I haven't seen a ton of pickles like that.
No. I mean, there was how many throws in that one? 6?
Oh, at least. At the very least. Yeah, that's nuts.
All right, here's Silas Meyer. Another big bat for the Raiders. See if he can connect with one here.
And he'll foul the first one off. 0-1.
Let's see it. 1. 2. As the dust is kicking up. I love it. I think we missed about 4 throws in there, but that's okay. I'm sure Harry O'Neill is quite tired after going through that pickle.
The nice part about that, too, for Miesville is that there were no throws that were missed. All of them on target. Well, and that we've seen some really well-executed defense here when we've had opportunities to.
I'm getting shades of Benny the Jet Rodriguez on that rundown, though. That I don't know why.
Where's the big pig that was sitting right there? Well, I don't know where Madonna went to.
Up, right back there behind the Raiders dugout. You guys see him? We're getting requests from Madonna here from the right field bleachers here.
Like I told you, #1 mascot. This one's fouled off first base side. It goes out of play.
Good effort there by Beisel running into the fence. Hopefully he's okay.
See, now those kids are selling some lemonade.
What a clever thing. Selling lemonade and
treats. Okay.
So they got lemonade, Rice Krispie treats, and cookies. They sold out of cookies within the first inning, by the way.
Oh, all right. Now, should a pig be eating lemon?
That's a great question.
Well, that kid seems to be in favor of it one way or another. That pitch is high.
Well, what a brilliant tactic. I mean, if you're going to make money, tonight's the night to do it.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Right around dinner time.
What kind of treats do they have?
Oh, there's still some in there. Alex.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Send them my way.
Woo! Nice rip there by Silas Meyer as it goes just fall. He is all over that pitch.
Out in the corner, in the left field corner, Declan Judge has been busy today for Miesville.
And so is Ian Andrusek.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Ian's had to dodge a few.
Have we had a check on Ian in a little while? Is Ian doing okay yet? I hope Ian's doing okay. We haven't seen him for a little while.
He's still standing, which is a good sign.
Oh, there he is.
We're worried about he's dodging down. Oh, man. Ian's a good sport, I tell you. Hunter's giving him directions to stand behind the tree. That's never a good sign.
Saris back, pitching low. It's 8-1 Hastings in the top of the fourth inning. There's 2 down. Runners are on second and third base. What's been just a gorgeous night here at Pioneer Park in Hastings.
Good battle between Saris and Meyer here. As he's going to draw a walk.
And once again, the bases are loaded. Everybody stays pat, so we're still 8-1 here. And there will still be 1 down for.
All right, now this is the mystery man we haven't been able to figure out. This is Jaden Rawe. So he's in between Silas and Ben. So this is the guy we've been missing because they forgot to announce him early on. So our apologies to Jaden Rawe.
Okay, so that would explain then why I'm 2 guys behind now, the third time.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is Jaden Rawe. We've our apologies to Jaden and his family. We didn't have him when Coach Sheeman sent us the roster, so we're going to blame Mitch.
Now, I don't know Mitch as well as you do.
Oh, I do. I can blame him. I can text him right now and say, you screwed up.
I will allow you to do that, and I will continue to bring you both on to do Augsburg Wrestling because you guys are great at that. So no harm, no foul, one way or another.
Oh, no. Jaden's a good kid. He's a goalie in hockey. He's got great hands. Probably the best hands on the team. He can pick anything. Tough kid, too. Bases loaded here, though. A hit here could really open the game up as he draws a walk.
It will be a hit by pitch, I believe.
Oh, was it? Must have nicked him. Let's see that again.
Just inside. Bases are loaded, so another run comes in to score. Makes it 9-1. Let's take a gander.
Must have nicked his jersey or something because it didn't seem like it was anything super bad. And so they're going to throw someone else in here.
There will be another pitching change for Miesville. As making his way in from the outfield grass here in Hastings will be Tom Kiefer to come into pitch.
I believe Kiefer's a southpaw too, so he'll be throwing from that left-handed side. I'm assuming that because I had Tom in class, and when he threw a football, it was always left-handed. So.
With another pitching change, we'll take a break. It's 9-1 Hastings here on your home for Hastings Community Television.
The United Heroes League mainly uses sports as a bridge to help military families stay active and engaged in their communities. We have over 40 professional teams that partner with us for free tickets and camps. We provide access to free sporting equipment.
UHL has provided us with a lot of equipment and a lot of gear that is otherwise sometimes hard to attain.
It's really cool. I get all this free stuff, and it's because of my great dad, who is a veteran.
UHL has been a great supporter, not just for our family, but for all the military families.
We're excited to see what the future holds. We can't wait to see where it goes.
As the sounds of the chicken dance parade Pioneer Park, no, that's not going on in my head right now with the mess of a scorecard that I have, but perhaps what the next opportunity will be. As we're back underway in the top of the fourth inning, Hastings with a 9-1 lead over Miesville. And right now for Hastings, their bats coming alive. Great patience at the plate in tandem with that.
And a good matchup here with Tom Kiefer going against Ben Zajac. Kiefer, a southpaw, got a funky delivery, a little bit of a hitch in his throw.
It's a little different, too, in that players often will not really see a left-handed pitcher, let alone one that can throw well, until much, much later on.
Yep. And I don't think the Raiders have any left-handed throwers on their team as well, so it's sometimes if you're not used to that delivery, it can be a little awkward.
Well, I imagine for all intents and purposes, as Tom Kiefer will tie a cleat, when you're so used to seeing that ball coming out of the right hand and looking for that release point, when you see it now out of the left, it just changes everything.
And with the sun kind of coming in at different angles right now, too, sometimes it's harder to pick up that ball.
Another pitch inside. That's another ball. Another run comes in to score. We'll make it 10-1. in favor of the Hastings Raiders. Now in 13U, there is a run rule with the St. Paul Saints here, and I imagine everyone wanting to get every opportunity that they can. We won't necessarily see that come to an end quickly. This will be, it's odd to say batted around with the 11th batter coming to the plate, but the Hastings Raiders have batted around as they will now send 11 to the plate here in the 4th.
I believe this is Bennett Lund that's at the plate. Been a lot of walks. Mudhens have been struggling to find the strike zone a little bit in this inning. Aided by a couple big hits by the Raiders as well.
Zajac maybe got a piece of it, fouled it off. The count 1-1. Miesville, when we get to them in the bottom of the 4th inning, will have 12-1-2, Judge, Saris, and Beisel. Wind and fire. Stays for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hastings had 2 in the top of the 1st inning. They had 1 as well in the top of the 3rd. Miesville responded with 1 in the bottom of the 3rd as well. Before Hastings has tacked on 7 here in the top. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the inning will be over, but not before damage done by Hastings. What an inning. 7 runs coming to score for the Raiders as they lead 10-1.
There's that outside pitch by Kiefer. Lund just can't keep up with. He's a little bit out in front. And just like that, Mudhens escape danger with the bases loaded.
So as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, halfway home here in the regulation 7, we turn our attention now to the next St. Paul Saints promotion where fun is good. And this is also one of my favorites here. I believe this is where they spin on they put their head on the base of the bat, spin around a bunch of times, and then try to hit the ball. Usually this does not go well.
No, usually this makes me dizzy just watching this. This never ends well.
Never.
But I'm here for it.
Well, yeah. Well, we're going to, okay.
Is it strange that I'm enjoying watching this?
Oh, not one bit. Not one bit.
It's even better when you get like the middle-aged men that do it.
Oh, yeah.
And they just epically fail.
Okay, so we're doing a golf shot, too. Oh, okay. Well, that'll happen. Let's try again now. Oh,
nice.
Drive.
Got a hold of it.
Yeah. Made real good contact. That looks like me swinging the golf club there. Now she's got, oh, poor kid. He's got to spin around again.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, this poor kiddo.
She might throw up.
Yes.
She's going for it, though. Look at this. No clue where the ball is.
Oh! She made some good contact there. I imagine the intent was to try to get the ball into the hula hoop there. Oh, yes. Here she goes again, this poor kiddo.
She's still going.
Oh, goodness.
She might hit it on the road on this one.
She might not be dizzy until school starts in September.
This one's going to... Oh, she kicked the ball.
Okay. Oh, no.
She might hit the people behind her. Oh, there we go.
Okay, made good contact, yeah.
Probably better than I could do.
Okay, how she's walking all right now. And she gets a high five. She made good contact on the high five. She's all right.
Awesome.
So to the bottom of the 4th inning, here we go. 12-1-2. It's Judge, Saris, and Beisel.
Logan Johnson on the mound. So they got another pitcher for the Raiders. Johnson, a big, tall kid that can throw hard. Henry Saris rocking the patriotic socks. I love that. Logan Johnson comes from a family of athletes. His older brother is on the football team and on the track team. His dad, one of the managers, assistant coaches here for the Raiders.
Declan Judge to bat for the first time. Takes the first pitch ball, 1-0. So Logan Johnson will be the 4th pitcher to pitch tonight for Hastings. Colin Pine started, went an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2. Silas Meyer in an inning and 2/3, gave up no hits. 1 run was earned on a walk and 2 strikeouts. Harry O'Neill, when he came into pitch, gave up a hit, but recorded an out as part of the double steal that didn't quite work in Miesville's favor.
Declan Judge being very patient so far in these first 2 pitches, not chasing anything out of the strike zone. They're going to need a very patient hitter to get on base here because they're going to need a big rally. They're down, 9 runs right now. They need all the runners they can get as they go to the top of the order right after this.
Pitch taken for a called strike. Nicely done.
Another nice pitch by Logan, painting that outside corner. He's throwing hard, but still finding a lot of accuracy with those pitches. Nice rip there by Declan Judge.
Out in front of Rowe. Play at first. The throw is offline and gets all the way to the backstop in Sheeman. Judge goes around, a fire into the bag in time.
Wow, what a throw by Mason Sheeman, though, from that backstop. That was awesome. Hopefully we can see a replay on that. Rawe went for first, overthrew him, went all the way to Mason Sheeman. Sheeman came up firing and threw an absolute laser. Let's see it one more time. So Judge goes to right, rips it down the line. Let's see it one more time. Rawe goes for it, goes all the way to Mason Sheeman. No hesitation. Absolute laser. And Silas Meyer just waits. Easy tag out.
Henry Saris bats for the second time tonight. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. He struck out looking his first time against Colin Pine back in the bottom of the first inning. Since been 10-1 Hastings in front of Miesville.
He had a good battle the first at bat, though. It was full count. I think he took him to about 12 pitches on that first at bat.
That'll play anywhere. Patience, taking pitches, quality at bats. That pitch inside. Look out, 2-1.
As we talked about, Saris, one of the only younger kids playing up in this game. Wouldn't know it based on how he's been playing today. He's played shortstop and played it well.
2-1 finds his own. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Henry, the younger brother of Ryan, who we saw had a nice hit tonight. And the son of Jeremy, the head coach. Another nice pitch there by Logan Johnson as he goes down on K's.
It's the second time tonight that Henry Saris has struck out looking. It's out number 2. Base is empty, 2 down. Josh Beisel will bat.
Watch how their catcher, Mason Sheeman, frames this too. Circles it right back in. That is really advanced skill right there.
That will again, we talk about at the top of the lineup quality at bats playing anywhere. Being able to frame a pitch like that, that'll travel anywhere as well.
Yeah, well coached. It's little things in baseball, little nuances that make a huge difference.
She's fouled off towards the basketball players. Hastings, as a high school, has seen some players progress to the Division I level and play well. Alex Hendrickson most recently spent time on the University of St. Thomas roster this past year in the Summit League.
Yeah, we just had another kid sign with Winthrop.
A 2 line out to right field and down for a base hit.
So Beisel finds a gap here. He's going to stay at first, though. As we've seen, Rawe's got a pretty good arm. Yeah, Evan Nelson, who recent grad, I believe, in 2025 or 2024, just signed with Winthrop, a Division I program. So we've got a couple Division I players right now.
Winthrop, a pretty good offensive powerhouse down in the SoCon.
Yep.
Here's Ryan Saris to bat for the second time. Takes the first pitch ball, 1-0. Saris reached on the first hit of the night for Miesville. They've now got 3 hits on the evening due to Mudhens.
Yeah, Saris had a really nice hit the first time up, facing Colin Pine.
1-0 called, 1 ball and 1 strike.
One thing that's really impressed me with the Raiders pitchers tonight is that they can mix in speed with off-speed, junk ballers. They give you a little different look in every single pitcher that they throw. Another nice throw there by Logan Johnson, throwing straight gas.
Hastings in the top of the 5th inning will have Bennett Erickson, Ryan Schulmer, Logan Colgrath.
Yeah, I don't think I
Runner goes. Pitch high. No throw from Sheeman.
We've had a couple Hastings grads playing at Augsburg, too. Isaac Flynn would play up at Augsburg.
Oh, yeah. Ike Flynn, yeah.
Isaac's an awesome kid. His mom teaches with me. Taylor Pagel, longtime teacher in Hastings. Not a Hastings guy, but he's a Cannon Falls guy. He played for Augsburg as well.
Scat in the air. Foul of first. Out of play.
There's some Augsburg connections there.
There sure is,
in the baseball world.
Hastings itself is very well positioned. Go down 61, you'll find St. Mary's. Obviously, you go north, you'll find the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. But you're also not far from River Falls. You're not far from those along Interstate 35, the St. Olaf and Carltons of the world. That one taken for a ball.
It's a hidden gem. I mean, I think that a lot of people don't think of Hastings when they think of the Twin Cities because we're just on the outer edge, but it's got a lot to offer in terms of state parks, ski hills, bike paths. Just a really cool town.
3-2 stays high. That's ball 4. Taking third will be Miesville. So back-to-back base runners have reached for the first time tonight for Miesville. They'll bring up Jacob Wagner. Now, and in that note, obviously St. Paul Saints bring their youth spotlight game here tonight to Pioneer Park, but also a pretty big event as well, as what was FanDuel Sports Network North brought Hockey Day Minnesota 2026 out here to Hastings as well on a very chilly weekend.
Yes. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the coldest days of the entire winter were in Hockey Day Minnesota weeks. I got to be honest, I was not brave enough to face that cold.
Throw down to second base, not in time.
This time Saris beat Sheeman the first time. Sheeman beat him down to second. So aggressive running by Ryan Saris. I absolutely love that, though, not shying away from it.
Pitch a ball, so 1 ball and no strikes. I did have a conversation with Mark Aralson, who's kind of I guess what you would say a special advisor down to the Iowa Wild. And the Iowa Wild played the Milwaukee Admirals, the Nashville Predators AHL affiliate. Kind of open things up here. And Mark from Phoenix talking about some of the sub-zero winter that he experienced here, and he said, well, that's exactly why I moved out back to Phoenix.
Was that the coldest outdoor game on record?
Yes, for a AHL team, and I believe it was pretty darn close to the NHL record as well, which was set here in Minnesota for the Winter Classic that was between the Minnesota Wild and St. Louis Blues in 2022.
We got confirmation from Hunter Pinky that it did beat it. So our claim to fame here in Hastings, coldest game on record on an outdoor professional game. A little unfortunate, but nice little pickoff play.
We'll see how Hastings executes here. Throw down a third, should be in time, and it is. So the play is made that cuts down. It'll be Saris who's cut down as a result of the caught stealing, so the inning is over. But Miesville able to tack on 2 more base hits. They will leave a runner on. And we head to the 5th inning with a 10-0 lead in favor of the hometown Hastings Raiders as a road team.
I like the aggression, though, by the Mudhens. Going for it, right? You're down 10-1. Why not go for it? You have nothing to lose here. Be aggressive. Make them make mistakes. You never know what can happen. All right, looks like Chase McCarthy's taking the mound. So another guy for the Mudhens is going to take the mound and try something a little different, give a different look.
This time for Take Me Out to the Ball game, just the same as it was, normally be in the 7th inning, but in a 7th inning game, you got to go 2 shy of that. So as we head to the 5th, we will do exactly that. As Andrew Crowley will continue to tickle the ivories.
You know, I got to say, Hunter, the only thing I'm really missing tonight is Take a Hike Mike. Oh, man, local celebrity Take a Hike Mike. Do you know who Take a Hike Mike is?
I do not know who Take a Hike Mike is.
Well, he lives straight down that street, so probably give him a ring and he'd probably be here in a heartbeat.
Or is he taking a hike?
He is taking a hike. That is Mike on his bike. All right, I'm going to stop.
So Chase McCarthy will come into the game. He'll be the 6th pitcher to work now for Miesville. And looking for just an ability to settle things down here after 3 pitchers were used into the 4th inning.
Chase has a little funky delivery. He kind of goes almost sidearm on his delivery as I was watching his warm-up pitches.
So 10-1 the score. Hastings in front here as we're in the top of the 5th inning. Remember, Miesville is the home team here in this contest tonight. 2 communities that are separated by just about 15 miles between the 2.
All right, Bennett Erickson leading us off here. It's been kind of fun, though. Every batter, you can barely hear it from a distance. They have some questionnaires that they gave to every single player, and kind of hearing some of their answers are quite humorous about their background and favorite food and favorite baseball memories. Some of them are pretty entertaining.
It is 8-9-1 here. No, not. Let's see, that's baseball experience. 8-9-10 here.
So we'll give all credit to Hunter Pinky on those questions.
We haven't said it yet about Wesley Johnson, but one of the things that he put into his biography here, as he was asked about his favorite food, crab, but here's the important qualifier, not imitation. So he prefers the real thing.
Not crab with a K.
Well, no, definitely not. And then his favorite fun fact about himself is that he says, quote, "Chicks love me."
Oh, that's very modest.
Very, very, very modest indeed.
If you knew Wesley, that fits. Comes from a family of boys.
So the cycle of 8, 9, and 10 starts. Ben Erickson draws a leadoff walk. Ryan Schomer sends this one out towards left field. Coming in, it'll be in the infield instead for out number 1.
Nice play by Henry Saris. Taking control, calling him off. Gets the put out. Schomer had a nice hit the first time at bat, so he was being aggressive on that first pitch. Colgraf did have a nice hit to the right field last time up. Just took an outside pitch and laced it there. See if you can find that connection again. Good turnout here, as you can look at the fans lined up on the Miesville side.
Pitch to Colgraf, stays inside for a ball.
I thought it was interesting as I walked up to the field. You could tell the Hastings fans had already found the shade on that side, and the traveling Miesville fans were getting blasted with the sun, unfortunately.
The nice part, as the ball gets away from the catcher, taking the bag will be Ben Erickson. He'll head to second base in the wild pitch. But there's the advantage of knowing the ballpark, knowing where the sun's going to go. And I guess in my earnest, when Hunter asked if I wanted us to be here, if I wanted us to be on the first base side, I thought outfield, get to see everything, a swing and a miss there. Maybe got a piece of it. I don't know. There's something about doing the game from the outfield.
Yeah.
You'll never know who you're going to talk to.
No. Madonna comes up to us. Some random kids ask about Madonna. I mean, it's entertainment hour out here.
Pitch taken, called, strike 3. Colgraf down on strikes for out number 2. And it'll bring up Harry O'Neill.
See that pitch one more time as McCarthy rears back, fires. Kept it low, but you know what? The ump's been calling that pitch all night, so not a huge surprise. McCarthy's been throwing well in his first 3 batters.
Just the one walk, has not given up a clean base hit so far. Now time was called. Everybody's back and ready to go. Miesville here in the 5th will have 4, 5, and 6. Wagner, Merton, McCarthy. Pitch stays high.
Here he doesn't have a big strike zone as he's pretty short in stature. If he can get on base, though, he's got wheels. We've seen him steal a couple bases tonight.
It's a pretty good mound, or at least a pretty good mood, in terms of what kind of, third time, a pretty good mold, the type of player you could expect with a strike zone like that.
Yes.
Like that, a la Jose Altuve.
Yes. And he's a middle infielder as well. He plays second, plays short. He's got good hands, moves really well.
Swung at the high offering there.
Comes from a family of boys, too. 3 boys, and they all are named after presidents.
Oh.
Kind of a cool thing.
I like that. So one of them is Harrison, of course.
I think they have a Truman, and I'm trying to remember the other one. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I knew you were going to ask me that. No, I couldn't. I couldn't fill in the blank. Dang it. Lincoln. It's Lincoln.
Oh, sure.
Yep,
okay.
It's
yeah.
Lincoln. Of course it's Lincoln, right?
Well, yeah, right. Pitch low. Got away from the catcher, so another base taken by Ben Erickson. He's now at third base with 2 down. Yeah, if you're going to use any president as a first name, I feel like those are the safe ones.
Yeah.
I would say that you probably don't want, your first name to be Washington, but I can see the allure of it.
We don't know any Trumps or Obamas, but that could happen.
Well,
you never know.
That's true. That is true. It's a walk issued to Harry O'Neill. Flips the lineup card around to the top for Mason Sheeman. Sheeman today is reached a couple of times. A single and a pair of runs scored.
As we mentioned before, he's swinging a hot bat, so maybe he can connect here.
Pitch stays high. 1-0.
Mason's gunned down a couple kids from the catching position today. He's looked really good. He's had 2 putouts himself.
Pitch in the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike.
There's that low strike again we talked about. He's making guys swing. McCarthy throwing hard, though.
And I feel like that's what you want at this level. You know, in terms of preparing kids for higher levels, as this one's fouled off towards the volleyball and into the volleyball pit. And right on the front line, but right between two players.
Luckily, it just died in the sand. It didn't bounce anywhere.
Right? Yeah, if there's anywhere to hit a foul ball into, I feel like a sand trap would be the perfect place.
The danger zone of Pioneer Park is that sand area.
1-2 stays high, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Mason Sheeman, the son of Mitch Sheeman, assistant coach.
Ball stays low, got away from the catcher. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Colin Pine on deck would bat next.
Mason, not only a 3-sport athlete, but a really good student as well. Straight A student, just one of those model kids that you would love to have in class, and fortunately I did have him in class.
Runner goes, ball 4. So Sheeman is on via the base on balls. Colgraf will take second base, and the bases are loaded again.
And if you're the Raiders, this is the guy you want at the plate right here. Probably your best hitter consistently. The guy can drive the ball all over the field in Colin Pine.
Colin Pine's had a couple of hits today, scored a run each of those times. Responsible for 3 of the 10 runs for Hastings himself.
And Colin does not lack in confidence. He has no stage is too big for him, no matter what the sport is. He plays up different age levels. Just gives that one a good ride. It's a dangerous ball in the sun. Good play there by number 2.
And a well-caught ball into the gap by Henry Myers for out number 3. So at the end of the top of the 5th inning here for the Hastings Raiders, scoring no runs on no hits. There were no errors, and they leave the maximum 3 here in the top of the 5th inning. And for Miesville, in a spot where they needed to have a clean inning, yes, there were some walks involved, but still a 0 on the scoreboard in the top of the 5th. And here comes Sago. See, he's cleaning home plate is what he's doing. Okay.
I love it. Always entertaining. That is awesome. I think the Miesville players are more entertained by Sago than the actual game itself. You can just look at it. Tom Kiefer behind him trying not to laugh.
Sago, ride that pony, Sago.
I feel like it's in all the things that these young people have had to deal with today, the antics. That's probably not the right term for it, but the antics of the St. Paul Saints has probably been the most difficult thing. But, oh, goodness, it's been fun here tonight in Hastings.
I think Sago practices these moves in the mirror.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like, goes home and checks himself out in the mirror while he's working on these moves.
Oh, yeah. Now, here's the question. Do you think he takes the sumo suit home with him?
Oh, absolutely. Got it.
I feel like that, yeah. The man, the myth, the legend, Sago Masabushi.
All right, so on for the mound now for the Raiders, the unknown soldier, if you will, Jaden Rahway, the guy we couldn't figure out. That is Jaden Rahway. He's been the guy that we have forgotten numerous times here.
Oh, we've not forgotten anybody for Miesville, as they will bat 4, 5, and 6. Wagner, Merton, McCarthy in this bottom of the 5th inning, trailing by 10-1.
Yeah, and if they're going to make a comeback, this is the time you got to do it right here. You got arguably 3 of your best hitters up. You got some power hitters, some big, strong kids. You got to get them on base. And if you're the Raiders, you just put the ball in play and let your defense. Oh, there's the younger Sheeman, Parker Sheeman, also watching attendance. And what's awesome about tonight is so many young fans here tonight watching, dreaming, that hoping someday they can be in the same game when they're older.
It goes back to how we start the game today. The future of baseball, whether it be the St. Paul Saints, the Minnesota Twins, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Savannah Bananas for that matter. It all starts here.
You know, one of the coolest things being a Brewers fan, have you ever seen that outside of Miller Park, they have Hellfair Field?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that, yeah.
It's kind of a little league field, kind of like this, where kids, they actually play games and everyone gets a chance that's in the greater Milwaukee area to actually play on that field.
Now, if memory serves, the home plate there is the home plate that was Milwaukee County Stadium.
Correct. So they kept that intact.
Now, it's kind of, and I imagine you said Miller Park, of course, as well. The Brewers probably wouldn't be too happy about that, but it's just one of those names where
I'm going to call it Miller
it's
Park.
Miller Park until you die, one way or another.
I mean, AmFam Field just doesn't sound right to me.
It doesn't have the same ring.
No. If you're the Milwaukee Brewers, you should have Miller as one of your sponsors, right?
Well, it's like, Coors Field.
Yep. That's why Target Field kind of fits, though, if you really think about it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's, if you want to go one step further, there's the whole reason why Busch Stadium is called Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
Right? Pitch taken, called strike 3. Wagner down on strikes.
Nice curveball by Jaden Robb. Let's see if we can get another look on this pitch. That was a really nice off speed. Just had his knees buckled on this. Let's see it one more time.
Denver used to do saddle Broncos.
Wow, just knees buckled, backed out. Had him guessing. So Denver Merton up. We saw him have a successful 2 innings of pitching, really threw well. He's a very good athlete, tough kid.
Rahway, the 5th pitcher to work for Hastings. Hit on the ground. On the run, well thrown.
Nice play there by Bennett Lund. Composing himself, under control. Easy put out for the second baseman there. Let's see it one more time. Burton just kind of sticks his bat out, tries to find a gap. Watch this by Bennett Lund. Totally under control. Well done. Sheeman on the right place at the right time. The Raiders have played really good defense in this game.
And between the rundowns, between the fundamentals, it's a well-coached team as the Hastings Raiders. Back to that story about Busch Stadium. The Budweiser family, which at the time owned the St. Louis Cardinals. That one slapped on the ground and through to center field for a base hit. 2-out base hit for Chase McCarthy. Keeps the inning alive for Tom Kiefer. But the Budweiser family wanted to name the first Busch Stadium what was, at the time, Sportsman's Park. They wanted to name it Budweiser Stadium. Obviously, Major League Baseball wasn't too keen on that, especially out of the Prohibition era. And so they said, well, our family name, we have family connections to the Busch family, so let's name it Busch Stadium. Well, sure enough, after the paint was dry on Busch Stadium, they go to the brewery in St. Louis and they say, well, let's make a new beer and let's call it Busch.
That's hilarious.
And there you are.
That's a fun little fact.
Oh, yeah. Tom Kiefer takes a pitch for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, Blue Moon.
Now batting number 16, Bennett Schultz. Bennett's favorite baseball memory is winning the Bloomington tournament.
Ball's fouled off the bat of Bennett Schultz. Count 0-1. Where the St. Paul Saints said we were playing 6, but the Mudhens and the Raiders each said we were playing 7. So as you well know, we're not going to say those numbers in tandem because it's not a good thing to do. So we're going to miss on the offering. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bennett Schultz.
Well, I feel like if you would have said that in September or October, you really would have gotten about 30 different kids to hear you and probably do some kind of hand motion.
Of course. Pickoff plays made. Throw down to third base. Got away from the covering third baseman, and was a pickoff that was available, but Chase McCarthy takes third.
We've seen aggressive base running by the Mudhens all night long, and there again, Chase McCarthy swiping third. McCarthy's played well tonight. He's had a couple hits, been aggressive on the base paths, had a good solid inning of pitching. He's done well.
Tom Kiefer remains at first base here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 10-1, Hastings in front of Miesville.
I believe Kiefer was the lone run for the Mudhens as well.
Scored after he led off the third inning with a walk. It's popped in the air, maybe playable. Long run for pitcher Rahway and gets out of play. Count remains 1-2.
Those are always hard as an infielder, between the pitcher and the catcher and the third base who goes after that ball. Not hit far enough, obviously, to make a play on it, but those are always tough decisions to make.
1-2 hit on the ground to third. Strong throw over in time, and the inning is over. The bottom of the fifth inning for Miesville, they score no runs on one base hit. No errors. They'll leave 2 runners on base. We're through 5 here at Pioneer Park in Hastings, Minnesota. 10-1 the score, with Hastings leading by 9. And what comes next out of the pocket of the St. Paul Saints?
What's been almost as fun as the game is trying to figure out the actual games they're playing in between the innings. Some of these we've seen before, some of we have not.
So let's see. We got tennis balls. We got a guy with a batting helmet. That makes me nervous. They're hitting the guy with the tennis balls.
Oh, they're trying to peg him.
Okay. I feel like he's got speed. He can.
He just got to run and dodge balls.
I guess so. Oh.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, he got one. Okay.
Oh, we got 2. We got 3 right to the helmet.
There's some that little youngster had some real unbridled hate towards that man.
He must really hate the color pink.
I guess so, because that was some good fired shots.
You think this is an intern for the Saints? Like, oh crap, this is my job.
Pink shirt guy?
Yes.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, that would be a pretty sweet internship, right?
Oh, I would say so. Yeah.
You'd be the guy that has to dodge tennis balls. I mean, that sounds pretty amazing.
Oh yeah. Get to get excited about things. Yeah. Now, I will say that one of the things that I wish we could do here at Pioneer Park, the Saints, I don't know if they still do it, the Saints do a thing where they have a plane that they throw down, and some poor soul has to try to catch the plane in flight. I feel like if we were to try to do that here, we'd just run out of space and airtime too quickly. But there is a little structure over there. If you really chucked it, you'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth a shot, right?
I think so. Why not? Why not? I feel like, and there was a documentary that was produced about the St. Paul Saints a handful of years ago, where I feel like between Bill Murray, the Vec family, where a lot of what they do is, should we do it? Sure.
Why not?
Why not? And like the Vec family said in that documentary, when you go to a baseball game, 33% of the fans are there for the baseball.
Yep.
The other 2/3 are not. And what the Saints do so well is they play to that 67%.
Yep. Hey, you said it.
I did say it. Kyle, I hate that it's like instinctive now.
I know.
I don't want to do it, but it just.
You're trying to avoid it the entire game. And you just slipped out.
Literally the entire game. Like, I was never a big fan, and this was the end of my teaching days. Was the skibbity thing?
Oh God!
I just no. That was the cue. It was time for me to be done. one day or another here. So as we hit to the top of the 6th inning,
Logan Johnson's up here. We got a new pitcher. It's Declan Judge.
Judge has spent much of the game in right field. No, make that left field. Right field as we look at it here. But much of the game in left field tonight for Miesville. So he'll be now the 7th pitcher of the game.
And I think it's awesome that both teams are throwing so many different guys. Give them a chance to be out there, right?
Yeah, I'm at 1,600.
Game isn't necessarily that close at this point, right? So give guys a different chance. And these guys do play each other twice this year, being in the same league. So, I mean, yes, this game is important to them, bragging rights and whatnot, but it's also important that these kids all get the same experience. As Logan Johnson gets a walk.
So Silas Meyer will bat. 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 6th inning for Hastings as they lead 10-1.
Love to see one guy connect with a ball and knock it over the fence today.
Oh, just one. Give me one. Pitch taken for a called strike to start here to Meyer.
I feel like Chase McCarthy got close in the 1st inning, took it to right center, but flew out. Colin Pine got relatively close to center, but no one's really connected to the point where it's been real dangerous.
Pitch low, got away from the catcher. That will allow Johnson to take the extra bag.
And if there's one guy that does have power to do it, it might be Silas Meyer. If he can connect here.
Now, I'm not a mathematician either here. This pitch stays high to Meyer. Now 3 balls and no strikes. But what are we looking at here? Maybe 250 to the fence?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
They don't have the signs, but I think it is 250. I think it's all the way around. Maybe 240 to the corners. I know one of the kids told me, but I don't remember because I zoned them out when they talked to me at school.
That's especially in summertime here.
Wait,
Kyle,
did I just say that on air?
Yes. In summertime, we do kind of do that a little bit, don't we?
Absolutely.
Pitch stays inside, got away from the catcher. There will be an attempted throw to third. Skips out of the pocket of the third baseman. So runners on first and second now. Johnson and Meyer both have reached on the base on balls.
Here's the unknown player again, Jaden Raway.
So there he is, Jaden Raway.
The man, the myth, the legend here that we keep forgetting.
Unknown in the lineup card we were given. But he makes himself known here with a foul ball down the first base line. Towards the fan of the
They caught it.
Looks like that's another catch. It's 2 for 2 now on the first base side.
Before it was the guy in the pink shirt. This time it's someone else. Let's see this play. Beautiful hands. Sign him up.
Home plate and shade. Pitch taken for a called strike. 0-2.
You know, we were talking about the Savannah Bananas. How expensive are those tickets?
Oh, I have no idea.
I mean, I would love to go watch them play. I've seen them on TV numerous times. I mean, I know they go to different professional cities.
Now, as this ball goes to first base, touching the bag will be Saris for an out. There'll be 1 out. Puts runners now on at second and third as both runners will take the extra bag. Now, Ben Zajac will bat. But the lottery process for those, I mean, there's, 3
insane.
games at Target Field?
Yep.
And I know that the Saints hosted the Party Animals, the featured team at CHS Field. I believe that was last summer as well, maybe 2 summers ago.
But they're at Target Field this summer, right?
They are. It was last year, okay. Yeah. Ticket lottery that I think if you were to poll the public here, that the majority of folks would say, no, we did not get that. But I believe the Bananas, and they do a good job of it, they cap their ticket prices. Or they do that as best they can, swing and a miss at the next offering. Of course, I believe the St. Paul Saints have a number of promotions. Fireworks Friday. It's one of my favorites. They had Star Wars Night a couple of weeks ago.
Very cool.
Remember, I still have my St. Paul Saints Star Wars lightsaber.
Really?
I think that was 2018, where they gave out little lightsabers to everybody, too. I think that was the best thing.
That's awesome.
Lights went out in the stadium for the fireworks, and everybody just had their lightsabers out, and they were flinging them around as best they can.
Perfect timing.
This one's Scott in the air, playable on the infield. Coming in is the shortstop to make a catch for out number 2.
Declan Judge doing a good job keeping this ball down. I will say that's been his key to success in this inning. Every pitch has stayed down, making these guys reach for it.
Here's Bennett Lund to bat.
2 outs now. Raiders straining those guys on second and third.
Pitch is inside. Lund backs off the plate. I remember they also had a promotion to the Saints where it was Mary Tyler Moore hat giveaway night. I still have that hat. It's not really my style, but, you know.
Hey, anything free you'll take, right?
That's exactly right.
So Bennett Lund up to bat right now. He's one of the few Catholic school kids here in town. Goes to C's Catholic school. Plays a lot of sports. Nice pitch there by Judge as he hits that outside corner. Bennett, a very coachable kid. I've had him on the wrestling mat. Does not have a twin sister.
Oh, good to know. 2-1. John tried to check the swing, did not. Ellis Havard says he went around. Count will go 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miesville in the 6th inning. will have the very complicated 9, 10, and 11 due up. It's Wesley Johnson, Henry Myers, and Ethan Otto. Put your ball.
Next time you go to Miesville, which I know you don't go there frequently.
No, I frequent Miesville all the time.
Do you really?
No,
I was going to say. That would be amazing if you did. You got to go to King's. Get a burger.
Oh, that's the one that's right across the street from the town ballpark, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The Tommies played in Miesville? When did that happen? Oh. Yeah, I wasn't doing baseball for them yet, so I wasn't.
And if burgers are not your thing,
okay,
go to Wiederholtz for the prime rib.
Oh.
Supper clubs.
As this ball is hit to third, the play will be attempted at first. It was a good scoop attempt, but the out will be confirmed on a tag over at third, so the throw was irrelevant anyway. So the inning is over. And another 0 thrown on the scoreboard here for Hastings at the bat rack, and a good response by Miesville there as well.
A good play by the shortstop there to field that. Guy was running right across him, just heads-up play, tagging him as he went.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-1 Hastings. You're on home for Hastings Community Television. Woo.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Good crowd here in Hastings as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Miesville and Hastings, the hometown Raiders on top as the visitors, 10-1 with Kyle Kreiser and Alex Westhead. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, the sun's starting to set here in Hastings, Minnesota. Another time to head to the mound and see who's atop the hill. Looks like it's another new pitcher on for the Hastings Raiders, Ryan Schomer on the pitch.
Yeah, another Hastings Raider pitcher giving everyone a chance to throw today, which is the right thing to do in a spotlight game like we have here. Schomer, a really scrappy kid, throws a lot of strikes, doesn't throw particularly hard, but he's going to make the batter swing the bat. And it looks like Miesville's going to lead off with Wesley Johnson. Wesley's been really impressive in the field. He's had a couple really nice plays at second base and shortstop. He's got really good hands. And this is the guy that really likes crab. Remember we talked about that before.
Now, I can't imagine that crab would be a local delicacy to Miesville.
No, definitely not.
That one's fouled off, 0-1.
Wesley, a kid who does not lack confidence at all. Does not mind being in the spotlight. Comes from a family of boys, so I'm sure they have to fight for attention.
9, 10, and 11 here for Miesville in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wesley Johnson, then Henry Myers, and Ethan Otto. We just had a trivia contest that was continued and concluded here as we start at the bottom of the 6th. I don't know who won. I don't know what the prize was.
Pride.
Sometimes that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Man, look at all these fans lined up on the basketball courts here, though. This is awesome.
It's what these community spotlight games are meant for.
And what's been cool, too, is so many of our organizations in town, whether it be soccer or softball or hockey or whatever, have promoted the heck out of this to try to get as many people out here as we possibly can.
It's a good crowd here tonight in Hastings. If I had to hazard a guess, I might say in the range of a couple hundred, 200-300.
Yeah.
Get on the ground. Good play made by Lund for the out, and there's one up, one down.
Lund to Colgrove. I've seen a couple really good plays by Bennett Lund. Saw it last inning, too, where he had to go to his left. This time he's kind of going to backhand this play. Moves his feet well, makes a nice solid throw. As Wesley Johnson does move well. It's been good defense by the Raiders all night long. Nice rip here to right field.
Myers will drop this down into the right field corner. On his horse, goes into the corner, goes Zajac. Throw goes to second, not in time. It was cut off instead by the second baseman Lund, and it's a one-out double. How about that? The first extra base hit of the evening for Miesville. Henry Myers stands on second base, and Ethan Otto will bat.
What I love, too, is I don't know if you saw that as Henry got into second, Harry O'Neill gave him a big fist pound. That's pretty cool.
All the infield now on the first base side in shade. First pitch cut on and missed. We count 0-1.
This is Ethan Otto, number 10.
Otto today reached in a single. That was back in the third inning. He was the one part of that odd pickle in the third. The rundown where Otto was part of it, but then this ball flying out to left field. Long run, looking up into the sun and off of the glove of the player who went out to cover. That was Silas Meyer. Let the ball go off the tip of his glove and drops in for a base hit.
Yeah, tough play there as the left fielder kind of is creeping in on him. He called him off, but I think he lost it in the sun a little bit as they kind of collided.
Batter in the 12-hole, Declan Judge bats. His previous trip also released on a single. Released is not a word, friends, if you're keeping track at home. Words are hard, man.
Well, you know what? You get to the 6th inning. It's a hot day.
Yeah.
Things slip out. Sometimes I feel like that's a formidable word in a U13 game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't always look pretty, but sometimes it works.
There's a blast out towards shallow center field. Coming in as a center fielder, drops behind everybody. This will be a little bit of a rundown. Throw goes into third, and the tag is applied. As it was tough for Henry Myers, who had to wait for the ball to drop. He was caught between second and third. Now, once the ball dropped, the lead runner, the trail runner, Ethan Otto, was already basically towards the second base bag, so he had to go. As a result, he gets picked off for out number 2.
So it was a weird force-out play. Looks like Silas Meyer overran the ball, still kept his eye on it, though, and they applied the tag. They didn't even need to apply the tag there. They just need to step on third. But either way, they get the out.
So with 2 runners on, there's 2 down. At the top of the Miesville lineup, Henry Saris.
Credit to Ryan Schomer. He's throwing a lot of strikes, though. I love it. Making these guys swing the bat, that's what you want. Especially when it's a 10-1 game, just throw strikes.
Saris bats for the 3rd time. He has struck out each of his previous 2 trips to the plate. Both have been good at bats, but both have been strikeouts looking. It's taken for another strike. First was against Colin Pine, who got the start for Hastings this evening. The second then came against Logan Johnson.
A different style pitcher here versus those two who throw really hard as he goes off speed.
That should be out number 3. Should it not? Okay.
A little hesitation there. We're a little unsure. As Henry Saris strikes out again here. Let's see it. Throws a straight curveball, big looping ball, foul tip into the mitt. They call it a strikeout. All right, so I believe this is the last inning. We're still trying to figure out, I believe they're going into the 7th inning, correct?
It looks like they are. The Saints may be done, but we will play a 7th regardless. A reminder, you can head to saintsbaseball.com for tickets, schedules, promotions, and all sorts of information.
Just maybe not discounted tickets like you suggested before.
No, again, do not talk to anybody. Do not say Alex Westhead told you to get discounted tickets by using the code word Alex Westhead. Do not do that.
It's worth a try.
It is worth a try. You can, if you want to. So we'll head to the 7th inning as the Hastings Raiders in front 10-1. We'll send 9, 10, and 11 to the plate. in the 7th inning, leading by that 10-1 margin. Some folks are starting to pack up their chairs.
It looks like Henry Myers is getting on the mound here, so another Miesville pitcher that gets a chance to throw tonight.
It'll be the 8th such pitcher tonight for Hastings to have to try to fight against, but as you said, Kyle, before, showcase game, give everybody as many chances as they can to take that center stage.
I don't know the norm for a 13U game. Like, is it normal to throw this many pitchers? Probably not, right?
No, I would imagine not.
But I think in this situation, they're trying something a little different, getting kids as many opportunities as they can. As you can see, even the dog's taking in the game tonight in a built-in fan. Now, that is a prepared fan.
That is literally and figuratively.
Yes.
One way or another.
Yes.
Now, did the dog have an encounter with Madonna at any point? Better question.
That is a really good question.
Because I can't imagine that pigs and dogs get very well along, whether mascot or otherwise.
No, I don't want to test that theory either. It is getting very dusty as that dust cloud is kicked over the field. You can see that.
So Ryan Schomer leads off, takes the first pitch ball, 1 ball and no strikes. I would tell you how he's done tonight, but my scorecard has gotten all sorts of messed up.
Schomer did have a big hit. He hit one over the third baseman's head to start off the inning.
I've been told once upon a time that writing a scorecard in pencil is the preferred thing to do. This is not a pencil. This is very clearly pen, and there's a lot of black ink all over my scorecard tonight. But that's what works in baseball.
Well, between me maybe knowing these kids and you writing down what actually happened or trying to, we'll figure this out.
I think so. Yeah, we'll put it together.
And we've gotten to the last inning, so hey, we're doing all right.
We have.
We haven't screwed up too much, and if we have, this is on delay, so we're all good.
Schomer reaches as he'll head his way down to the first base spot. The runner on will bring up Logan Colgraf.
Schomer's got good wheels. Look for him to steal pretty much right away here. Colgraf's gone to right field a couple different times. He likes to take it the opposite field as you can see Henry Myers steps off the mound.
Colgraf batting in the 10th spot, swings and misses at the first pitch. Count 0-1. And I imagine here in the 7th inning in a 9-run lead, if you're Hastings, you can be a little more aggressive, chasing after pitches, trying to send the crowd into a frenzy.
Just still looking for that big hit. I just want to see one over the fence. I don't care who it is.
There are at least 6 outs with which to work.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we see one.
And I just think for the sake of these kids, how cool would that be on Spotlight night to have a home run?
Pitch taken, good pitch, close pitch. Ball.
I will say, if someone hits a home run, they better do something fun tonight. Like, I don't expect fireworks, but something of that capacity.
It is the 4th of July, so maybe someone's got a firework in their pocket.
Well, I mean, we're not far from Prescott where you can get those fireworks.
That's true.
I didn't say that, but...
You did not say that at all.
No. But we're not far from the border, just specifying that.
We are not far from the border, no. It is not far. There goes the St. Paul Saints truck. They're headed back to St. Paul. It's moving pretty good down the road there.
Trying to beat that Hastings traffic. That's going to happen in about 20 minutes.
Pitch on the way. That's low. Another ball 4.
As the runner advances to the 3rd-2 on a ball in the dirt.
So Harry O'Neill will bat. As we took a look at the St. Paul Saints schedule in terms of what's coming up, they won't be at home this week. As memory serves, they'll be out in Rochester, New York, I believe, taking on the Red Wings.
You know what I think is always a really cool thing for me as a fan, regardless of what team I actually root for?
Close play at the plate. The out is made.
Nice play there by the Mudhens. Good hustle of the catcher. But I always think it's kind of cool. There's Bennett Schultz making a really headsy play as he sprints back to the plate here. Let's see this one more time. Sprinting back, applying that tag, and a cloud of dust. Hard to tell. Ellis Havard calls him out. No. And now it's going to get really cloudy. You thought it was bad before. Now it's going to get really cloudy. I think we need like a little leaf blower to kind of air it out here. No, what I was trying to say, though, is what I love about the Saints is anytime there's, like, a major leaguer on rehab. Like Royce Lewis was there for a while, right, on rehab assignment. I think that's the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Byron Buxton was there a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Pitch in the dirt, got away.
It's just cool, like the fact that you get to see these professional players play against these minor leaguers and just, you know, licking their chops as they're getting themselves back into shape.
I do want to correct myself. The St. Paul Saints will not be in Rochester, New York. They'll be on the other side, more middle, in Whiskey Country. They'll be in Louisville, Kentucky, taking on the Louisville Bats. It's the AAA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds for a 6-game series. They will be at home next week. They will take on the Buffalo Bisons, the Toronto Blue Jays AAA affiliate, and they'll finish their first half of the season 6 at Iowa, at the I-Cubs down in Des Moines, and then 3 against the Louisville Bats over the weekend of July 18th. Play at home. Tag, not in time. And a close play at home plate, but goes the way of the Hastings Raiders. They tack on another. It's 11-1.
And that's another play where the cloud of dust created chaos. Hard to say. Okay, he said he was off the plate on the tag. Again, so hard to tell. I think Ellis Havard's job tonight could be near impossible with that cloud of dust.
And much to his credit, Ellis Havard has done a phenomenal job.
Really has.
It is not easy doing an umpiring job all by yourself, but Havard, as we've said a number of times in this game, he's got a command for the infield and for the diamond that few, not just twice his age, but 3 times his age would have.
Yes. 11-1 right now in favor of the Raiders here, and we're back to the top of the order with Mason Sheeman.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Again, we talked about the 10-run rule. That's probably not in effect either way here because they're going to go to the bottom of the 7th either way.
And Miesville will get their chance. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 by Sell, Ryan Saris, and Jacob Wagner. Pitch a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. It's a parent over there on what I believe is the third base side shouting good eye very enthusiastically.
Yeah. Gotta love parents like that.
2-0.
You can hear that voice again.
It's so loud. It's a base on balls for Mason Sheeman, now Colin Pine bats.
And what's weird for me is I had both Mason and Tom, who's at first base. I had them in the same class together. So kind of weird than other opponents here talking at first base.
Well, the sun's starting to set. It is cooling off nicely here in Hastings. Crowd remains. Meeting on the mound. Are we going to see a pitching change here? We may.
Yeah, Henry Myers has struggled a little bit with the strike zone. It looks like maybe this is Ryan Saris coming in. No, never mind. He just came in to talk to his brother. Wasn't sure if he's going to take the mound or not.
Which I suppose is valid. You got to go talk to your bro.
Yeah.
One way or another.
All right, with that, we got Colin Pine up the bat. Dangerous, dangerous hitter.
Pine has scored 3 of the 11 runs tonight. Swings through the first offering.
I'm pretty sure he's swinging for the fences at this point.
Oh, you have to. You have to. I feel like at this point, regardless of winning or losing the game, just swing away.
Well, and I know Colin. He's he likes to have a show, so let's see him go for it.
Try to check the swing. He did not hold or okay. I saw 2 conflicting signals there.
Let's see what's move again. The hand signal was a little confusing. Okay, not sure what the call was there. Called it both ways.
Runner will go.
So we think it's 1 and 2.
We think it's 1 and 2.
We'll find out.
I love 13U ball.
New pastime?
New pastime. I don't know what I'd do without it.
Officially a groupie here.
Yes.
You're going to be watching a lot of Hastings and Miesville ball.
Oh, I think so.
Let me see if they can add you to their Game Changer account.
Yeah. Other games for the St. Paul Saints will have a 6-game series against the team from Columbus, the Chicago White Sox AAA affiliate, in July. Elsewhere in August, they'll take on the Bats for 6 at home. Then they'll take on the Toledo Mudhens for 6 at the end of August, the AAA affiliate of Detroit. Before September, they'll have games against Syracuse. And that'll be it for them in September. 6 games against the Mets, AAA affiliate.
Okay, what is the weirdest minor league mascot? There's a lot of weird ones.
That's a good question. Fouled off on the first pitch here.
Now I got you thinking.
Johnson. You do, and it's not a straightforward answer.
Because there's a lot of independent leagues. There's a lot of rookie ball leagues. It's just.
I've always been a fan of the Rocky Mountain vibes. Like, they have just the
yeah, I know you're.
Yeah. And the mascot, of course, there is so great, too, with just the s'more that's, toasted. Rocky Mountain vibes.
That is awesome.
Bases loaded, 1 out. And play will continue here. I'm not opposed to the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. I think they're the AA affiliate of the Phillies, I think.
Man, you know your mascots. I'm impressed.
Too much MLB The Show. Way too much of that. Pitch stays high. That's another walk. No. Okay.
A little fake out there by Logan Johnson.
Logan Johnson's talking to his dugout. He's having a good time.
I think Logan Johnson really wants to swing the bat here. Just based on the body language that I'm seeing, he just wants 1 strike.
The other factor that we're running on here, Kyle, Pioneer Park does not have lights.
No.
Now, I can't imagine, as that pitch stays low, I can't imagine that we'd get to a point where we'd have to call the game on darkness, but...
Does have lights on the sand
That's a good
volleyball
point,
court.
yeah. But is it just the one, or is there one here on the corner,
I think there's 2.
Okay.
But that's not going to really help the baseball players much. So there probably is a time cutoff. I'm assuming it's probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, something of that sorts. Because it's going to get dark here pretty fast.
So Logan Johnson draws a base on balls. Another run comes in to score. And are we going to see another pitching change? We just may.
Let's see who's coming in. Jeremy Sarris giving Henry a little lowdown on what the plan is.
Halfway in is Ryan Sarris, now on the infield dirt rather.
Looks like they're going Wesley Johnson.
So Wesley Johnson will pitch. Johnson has not yet pitched tonight.
Nope.
But will represent the 9th pitcher tonight for our friends from Miesville and the Mudhens. And with that pitching change, we'll take a break. 11-1 Hastings. You're on your home for Hastings Community Television.
But here is the difference for the class of 1990.
We went from my pie Eagles to Al and Peg.
I know you're all excited about Y2K. You could lose power or party like it's 1999.
Hastings High School has been graduating senior since the first commencement of Congratulations, class of 2023. Go Raiders!
Funding for community TV is in rapid decline, and HCTV will not survive without your help. Let your local representatives know that you support community TV. To learn more, visit safecommunitytv.com.
New pitcher on, as Miesville will send out Wesley Johnson.
And unfortunately for Wesley, the first batter he's got to face is Silas Meyer. He's got a big, big swing. He's got to be careful here, even though the game is in control for the Raiders.
First pitch stays inside, 1 ball and no strikes. It's 12-1 Hastings here in the top of the 7th, and we may get to a point where just in terms of what we can do camera-wise, where we might just have to scrap things.
Yeah, with not having any lights on the field, it's going to be a little difficult to have a good shot at what's going on at the plate.
Big hack and a miss. Silas Meyer swinging through some chirps from the outfield.
Let's see this again. Comedic relief here is Silas Meyer. Not sure what you call that. Either way, he was swinging for the fence.
0-1. Swinging a drive. Hit out to center field. Going back into the alley.
Nice play.
And a nice catch is made by the center fielder Myers. Tagging and making his way to the plate. Another run comes in to score, so a sac fly RBI for Silas Meyer to make it 13-1 Hastings.
A nice play by Henry Myers. Kind of redeemed himself. He was the guy on the mound to start, right? And made a big play to save some runs there. If he doesn't make that play, there is, I think, all the bases are clear. I think Silas thought he had a chance on that one as he connected. Just got a little bit too far underneath that one.
Runners on first and second, 2 down now. First pitch fouled off.
This is Jaden Raway again, the mystery man. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to a Mudhens game.
In Toledo or Miesville?
Miesville.
Okay. Important. We did bring up the Toledo Mudhens, so important clarification point. But no, I have not.
But they do have a kind of a cool deal at any home game. If a kid gets a foul ball, they get money.
Oh. How much?
Do you know off the top of your head, Hunter? Is it a quarter?
Oh,
geez. I might have to start going to Hawks games.
Yeah, bring the kids.
Is it bad if I tackle kids to get the ball?
Oh, this economy, I mean.
Hey, teacher salary.
That's true. Trust me, been there. 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Miesville will have 2, 3, and 4 by Sell, Saris, and Wagner. Due up in the bottom of the 7th inning if and when we get there. 1-2. Got away from the catcher. Everybody will advance an extra 90 feet.
We've seen Raway all over the place in terms of different positions tonight. Catcher, pitcher, shortstop. He's just been all over the place. But very solid defensively. He's had a good game.
Johnson now steps off the mound. Go back and climb it here. The mound is a turf field, so a little bit different here. 2-2. Sky foul.
A little bit out in front of it here.
Well, the pitcher's mound is not necessarily the normal dirt that we would see elsewhere, but instead is, well, that.
Kind of a rubbery turf feel to it, right?
2-2.
I think one of the cool things that I've noticed too with both of the coaches is that they've played guys all over the field. You know, it'd be easy to put your best lineup out there and just kind of keep them there, but rotating those guys through, I think, is huge for development.
Especially at this young age where a lot of players may have their preferred position, their preferred spot where they want to be, but haven't necessarily developed the mastery yet. If there's somewhere else that they might find.
Yep.
Zajac takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1.
And now this is bragging rights, right? I mean, I'm sure that some of these guys are probably in the same classes together, and they want to have the bragging rights of, I got a hit off you, or, oh, this happened. Oh, that one's going to drop.
It is blooped down the right field, down for a base hit. It tacks on 2 more. Zajac with a big turnaround first. He delivers a 2 RBI single. It's 15-1 in favor of Hastings.
A little bloop shot over the second baseman's head here. As you can see, a little seeing-eye single right over the head. That'll plate 2 more as the Raiders extend their lead here over the Mudhens. This is Bennett Lund up to bat again.
Lund takes a pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes.
I do like the knee-high socks that Bennett Lund is rocking. Those are pretty sweet.
Highly underrated look.
And I do like the stirrups that Wesley Johnson's rocking too.
Pitch low.
I'm a big stirrups guy.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's a classic baseball look for a lot of reasons.
Yes. Especially when you have the baggy knee like he's rocking too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The pinstripes of the Mudhens is pretty classic too. It's pretty sweet.
2-0 tapped on the ground. Up with it. 1 throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over. Saris to Kiefer, the final put in. Couple more runs on the board for Hastings in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th next, and Miesville with a chance to show a little pride here as they trail by 14.
So again, here's that play. Bennett Lund, little dribbler over to Ryan Saris. Easy put out for Saris. Plenty of time to think about it. He throws it over to Kiefer, and we take us to the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Bottom of the 7th, coming up next, 15-1, Hastings in front. Here on your home for Hastings Community Television.
Who are we? We are artists. We are entertainers. We are storytellers. We are teachers. We keep you informed. We follow the action. Who are we? We are Hastings Community TV.
To the bottom of the 7th we go, and Hastings with a chance to shut the door. They lead 15-1. Here in this St. Paul Saints Spotlight game of the week. Another opportunity here for Cal Kreiser to continue to talk about just how well Hastings has done here tonight.
Well, you know, I will say that, but give credit to these Miesville kids. They actually moved up a level. They were actually at the single A, and they won their league last year, so they were forced to come up to the double A, and they've struggled a little bit. But I will tell you that they've scrapped. I mean, really, it was a ball game first 3 innings, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have a big inning here and there, a clutch hit here and there, and it's opened up the gap a little bit. But overall, you know, these are two teams that I think respect each other a lot. I think these coaches know each other well, and they're going to see each other again just in a couple of weeks.
Hastings got 2 in the top of the first inning. They would get another in the top of the third. Miesville would put 1 on the board in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But then the next 2 innings in which Hastings have scored, they scored 6 in the 4th and then 6th in the 7th to take this 15-1 lead into the bottom of inning number 7.
All right, and this is Bennett Erickson on the mound for the Raiders. His first appearance out there for him. He's taking on Josh Beisel. Beisel was the starting pitcher for the Mudhens tonight. Or no, excuse me, that was Ethan Otto. My apologies.
Miesville has thrown 9 pitchers tonight. For Hastings, this will be their 7th of the game.
I lose track of all the pitchers that have thrown up there.
First pitch cut and a miss now to Beisel. And the count 0-1.
Talked a little bit about Bennett Erickson and his family. He's got a very athletic family. He's got 2 older sisters, an older brother that's going to be a 10th grader. His older sister, Olivia, just placed in the state tournament in the 400, placed in the top 3 at the state. And she'll be running track at UND next year.
Beisel down on strikes. Out number 1. Beisel will finish tonight 1 for 3.
Nice little high fastball, making him chase it.
Bases empty, 1 down. Ryan Saris reached twice on a single and a walk. Swings at the first pitch, skies it into the air. Sajak calls for it. Out number 2.
Ryan's been aggressive every at-bat. I think he's been up there swinging right away, and it worked out for him in his first at-bat. He had a nice line drive hit. This one he just kind of popped up, got underneath. Ryan, a really talented wrestler. He wrestles with Ben Zajac, the guy who actually made the catch, often are practice partners. And this is Jacob Wagner to finish up the night. The quick 2 outs that Bennett Erickson already has.
Wagner himself 0 for 2 on the night. Pitch outside, 1-0.
Erickson and Wagner actually play hockey together, so this has got to be kind of fun. Look at them smiling back and forth with each other.
And an evening that's been about the celebration of the game of baseball, the communities here between Hastings and Miesville.
I think it's just awesome. The game within the game, the guys that know each other.
Throws up and inside.
Jawing each other. And if you know anything about Bennett Erickson, he is a talker. So I'm sure he is dishing it right out to him. This is bragging rights, though, at this point in time, right?
3-0 taken for a call and strike, 3-1. Miesville has gotten their hits tonight. They've only plated the 1 run so far. This one right up the first base line and hits off of the bag. It gets past everybody into shallow right field. So the game continues on a base hit for Jacob Wagner, and Denver Merton will bat.
Yeah, a little tough hop there for Mason Sheeman. Let's see what happened on this one more time. Looked like it hit kind of the lip of that grass. Oh, never mind. Maybe just died. Didn't come up like he thought it was going to. Yeah, just kind of hit the bag on the end, but I think he thought it was going to kick up a little bit more.
Ball gets away from the catcher. Throwing a second, not in time. So a stolen base for Wagner. Denver Merton in the hitter's count, 1-0.
Yeah, we saw Denver Merton on the mound a couple innings ago. Threw really, really well. One of the leaders for these Mudhens.
Tapped on the ground. This may do it. Up with a throw and a good scoop
There's
made at first by Sheeman, and the ball game is over. Hastings and the St. Paul Saints Youth Spotlight game. The spotlight shown on the Raiders, and they delivered 15-1 the final.
Yeah, really good showing for the Raiders tonight. Good showing by all the boys out there, but the Raiders found a way to find this win with clutch hits, solid defensive play, good pitching, just an all-around team win.
Most importantly, the handshakes that follow between two teams who often go to the same school, often share the same classroom and the same facilities. The friendships continue as a result of what we saw here today.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, they're going to be teammates down the road, so as much as you want to rub it in, and I'm sure they are right now, you got to remember that someday they're all going to be teammates at Hastings High School.
So 15-1 is the final. Hastings on the St. Paul Saints Youth Spotlight game is victorious over Miesville. Hey, coming up on Hastings Community TV, the Hastings Hawks will take on the Hampton Cardinals, and it's the Red Wings Aces as well. Meanwhile, more baseball for you. Hastings Hurricanes will take on the Elko Chuggers, and on July 1st, Hastings Hawks against the Burnsville Bulldogs. Once again, the final, Hastings 15, Miesville 1, here on your home for Hastings Athletics and all the fun stuff you can think about behind. For Kyle Kreiser, I'm Alex Westhead. Our camera operators, Ian, Max, Kurt, and Ashley. Graphics and replay and everything else, Hunter Pinky. Tori Selner is our scoreboard operator. Once again, for Kyle Kreiser, Alex Westhead, 15-1 the final, here on your home for Hastings Community TV.